I got to tell you another thing, too. Yesterday, I had a meeting with our television guys, Howard TV guys, and I was very disappointed in the way I appeared on the Robin Boat segment.
Now, did you sit with Scott and work out something?
Yeah, I realized like we had it worked out in the other studio, and Scott goes, I want you to know I had nothing to do with the design of this studio. I go, Scott, that's irrelevant now. Water under the bridge. It seems to me that this studio is at least as good as the one we had at K-Rock, if not better.
Yeah.
There's no reason we shouldn't be able to duplicate how I looked at K-Rock. First of all, you guys got the cameras way too close on my face. Well, people got to be able to see you. I said, wrong!
Wasn't that one of the things you worked out, that you weren't supposed to be able to see you?
You don't need to see every bit of me. Honestly. Look at Artie.
I mean, again,
You want to see someone.
if I was like a real good-looking guy, I think you'd have issues. But I think you always look fine here, especially next to me and Benji.
No, the lighting was way brighter. You know,
I don't get what you hate. What do you
but
hate?
in other
You
words,
hate a direct shot of your
yes,
face.
I
like-
do. I
like
want
direct-
my face always to appear sideways. You should never see. It should almost
You
be
mean
like
a profile?
Yeah, it should be a profile. I look better in profile than I do straight on.
You know, now that you say that on the E! Show, you definitely never do see you straight on. You're always
and
looking.
they know this. These guys have all been working with me for 15 friggin' 20 years. I don't know how long. Then they got my chicken neck in full view.
Right.
With,
How did they get that?
I don't know. They lit it, and my chicken neck is all in full view. I said, guys, we used to have dramatic, like a purplish hue to the lighting. It was the signature of the show. Now you got high def. Now is a reason to obscure me more. And these fucking guys act like they don't know who I am. Every couple of months, I got to go check their work. I do. You know what I like.
So untrue. That's what I was trying to tell you.
Thank God I watched the Robin episode.
You think I work for the competition or something when you talk?
You must work for XM.
Right. Dude, I
You
swear
must
to God.
work for Oprah TV.
We spent 2 hours here yesterday trying to get light off your neck. After the show. Well,
yeah. Well, come on. Look out for me, dude.
I told
What,
you
I gotta check
already.
your work? What is this, school? Come on, dude. You see what I look like. You see I don't have a pretty face. I got a big chicken neck and a big gargoyle
dude, you're the
Adam's apple.
star of the show.
Yeah,
I mean,
help
you know,
me out. Help me out.
You should.
Scott,
I
Scott.
widened the shot out this morning already,
Good.
and it doesn't match the other shots in studio.
Too bad. Figure it out. That's what you paid all this
And as
huge
far as
amount
the
of money
old
for.
studio goes, we have the same angles. The angles
No,
were
you
3/4 to profile.
It's
We've
not-
got it. I showed you. You said you liked it
This is my
yesterday.
meeting yesterday. Dude.
You said you liked the
I
guest
did after I fixed everything.
You didn't do shit. What are you talking about? You fixed anything? You didn't do anything. We showed
You've
you
got to
tape
stop
from before the
inventing golf equipment and make me look good. That's your job. I don't see the golf equipment thing paying off.
You
When that
guys-
starts
Are you
paying off, you
using-
can make me look
Are
bad.
you using that video caddy in here? Is
Holy
that how you
shit.
get
Can I
this
talk to your
chicken neck?
therapist? Come on, man.
Come on.
You're
Come on, man. Help me out. Huh?
I am.
Do your job.
And that's the problem. That's the biggest thing I tried to explain to you yesterday, that you think
Dude,
that I'm
does
not
that look
trying
like
to help
the
you
old
out.
E! Show? Does the lighting in here look like the old E! Show? You should know that.
Absolutely, dude. We changed the lighting probably
All right.
10
All right, you can
times in the
leave.
old
You can
show.
leave. You can leave.
We have you way down low. You're dark as crap. You're blended in with the background,
No.
but I don't care.
You don't care. That's
Of course.
exactly right. You don't
course.
care. Of course
That
you
was
don't
not
care.
the thing to say.
I do absolutely care. Jesus
You just
Christ,
said
I've
you don't
lost
care.
my fucking life over this show.
You lost
and all
your
the time
life.
He lose.
What did you lose? You lost your hair, not your
I don't
life.
mean life, but I spent a lot of time
Get out
on
of
this
here.
shit.
Get out of here. You're insane. Get the best job in show
Lost
business.
my
Yeah,
life. What
yeah.
life?
Come on.
My life waking up at 4 in the morning.
Really, man. Help me out, huh, bro?
All right, no
All right.
problem. I'll go back and now I'll help you out.
Yeah, help
Starting
me
now.
out.
Starting right
If
now.
you don't have the ability to see what I'm talking about,
And I do.
Robin Rodzinski knew how I like to be shot. She did.
Dude, you really
And-
you don't
and
know
Doug
anything.
Goodstein should know.
What decisions did Robin Drodzinski ever make about how you looked? Come
Well,
on.
she was the executive producer, and I liked the way I looked.
Yeah, but I was doing the damn work.
But
she
was-
didn't decide
No,
any of that
but you're
stuff.
the guy doing the work where I look bad.
She would comment.
She wasn't here.
Dude, there were plenty of times you thought you looked bad in the old place, and we fixed it.
Well, fix it again.
And I do, and I did, and it's...
She kept you in line somehow.
Yeah,
Maybe you're jealous of me, and you have to make me look bad.
Is it a
All right.
plot?
Yeah.
Is this what all the directors who graduated Glassboro State are about?
You know that
Take some pride in your work.
its name.
Glassboro State changed its name? They changed their name because of Scott?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
They're running from him.
I bet if I was George W. Bush, he'd make me look good on camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're as delusional about me as you are about the Bush
It'd
administration.
certainly make more sense.
You still back in the Iraq War? You think it was a good decision?
Absolutely.
You think it was the right move?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
And so did everyone before we went there, dude. We went there for one fucking reason: weapons of mass destruction.
Yeah, I know we're
And
not.
now-
We were
And the
lied
whole
to.
world thought they were there.
Yeah, but they weren't. Bush knew they
They
wasn't
were.
there.
We stood. It was, dude. It's
come
not
out
all about
already, you
nuclear
knew.
weapons.
But
It's
when you
about,
lied to, of course we were all for it.
dude.
But wake up and smell the fucking coffee and get my picture right.
See, that's what happens
let's
when
not talk
you don't want to talk
politics with
politics.
him.
All right, fine.
He's still for
If
them.
I don't look good by
Dude,
next week,
absolutely.
you're getting
you guys
a
are a bunch
Richard.
of revisionists. You
If
don't
I
wanna-
don't look good by next week, you're getting a Richard Christie mushroom stamp right on your cheek.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah, and he'll get a fist in his balls.
Thank you.
Scott, if it takes making me look uglier to fix it, I'm fine.
I don't care what you do to Artie.
I'll take a sacrifice.
Whatever you have to do. Chrissy, you're on the air.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh my gosh. First of all, I just have to tell you, I love you guys to death. I adore you.
Thank you.
And I want to know, is Scott blind?
Scott, which
Scott the
one?
engineer. Is he blind?
You mean Scott
Scott
DePace?
DePace. is probably what you mean, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Howard on TV, on demand, looks nothing like the show used to look on E!
I know. This guy, he wants to say he's an expert. For someone not to see the difference, you would have to be insane. And I said to him,
on E! It was so intimate, and the light was so great. And
absolutely.
It's not.
Well, I worked many
anywhere
years
close.
on getting the lighting just right, and I just assumed that everyone was on the same page. It is the same crew.
Right.
There are people here who want to sabotage me and want to make me look bad on TV.
Well, I don't think you can look bad. You always look
Well,
handsome,
thank you.
but-
Shut up, lady. Listen, the lighting.
She's right. And don't say shut up to
The
my
lighting
fans.
is not different on you. The lighting in the background. We actually have a set
I
now.
want it the same. I don't want a set. I could care less. Make me look proper. I look like a monster. I look like Nosferatu.
And also, the shot that we have on
Fred,
camera
take off your
one,
mask.
Now that's funny.
All right, thank you.
the shot that we have now is the same shot when you're looking at Robin. It's a three-quarter
No,
shot.
I never
And that's
allowed
what
a
it was.
three-quarter
Yes,
shot.
you did.
Scott, you don't know what you're talking about. The woman's even, she's a fan. She knows.
Look,
She knows.
there's your shot right there.
Yeah, better. And now, and too much neck. Get the light down.
It's so much brighter. It's
Look at
unbelievable.
Robin, though. And
That's not the shot.
Is that the shot?
because you're not looking where you should be. If you're looking at Robin, that is
I
the
don't
shot.
care. Move, change, get cameras, do something. I'm looking at Robin. I see Robin.
Yeah.
Fuck you think I'm doing? I see her right there.
And normally, if you're looking over here,
This is
I'd
all
use
Mac
camera.
and Adam's apple.
I'd use camera 4.
Look at this, Rob. Watch. I'm going to do a dance with my Adam's apple.
Put camera 4 in the monitor, guys.
No, get out of here, Scott. I got to take you off this. Where's Doug Goodstein?
What about a turtleneck?
I think your Xbox is leaking toxic waste and making you blind. That's what I think. It's causing your hair to fall out, and you're not looking at me properly. Now, make me look handsome. I didn't say it was easy. Just do it.
Howard.
Yeah, Doug, come on. Come on. What are you doing, Doug? You're killing me with this guy. Why are you making me deal with him?
Scott.
Yeah, why are you making me deal with him?
Scott is the best man for this. You know it. I know it's fun to go for him. But
I always thought so.
I've been here
He's
12
killing
years,
me.
dude.
Even this woman, Chrissy, is saying
we
she
could
thinks
bring the
like
lights.
a gargoyle.
Should we just bring the lights down?
Yeah,
Make it black.
Make it black.
Okay, make it black.
Yeah, I don't want to be seen anymore. Did you see that side shot?
Scott's lighting the set.
Go
That
watch
shot
the
is
old-
not a shot I would use, Howard. When you look at Robin, I would use
watch
it.
the old E shows,
So
and
he
that's
can't
what I
look
want.
over there?
Move me back
The
to the
monitor is
K-Rock
over there. I
Studios.
can't move them. If the
Howard.
monitor was in front of you, then
Hey,
then
Scott,
you'd like
why don't
it.
we lift up your arms? You see giant sweat marks under there? Look, lift them up. Look at what's going
You
on
make
under
me
there.
fucking sweat.
All right. Look at that arm. Look at that arm. Lift up that arm.
What? God, you
That's how
guys
you
don't
know he's
sweat?
pissed.
No.
What's wrong with you guys?
Where's a sweat mark?
Dude, well,
What are you sweating about?
Dude, I sweat like you.
Yeah, these guys, he's a girl.
But I'm
a girl.
I'm disgusting, fat, and hairy.
Fuck more girls than you asshole.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I bet you I have.
No, you haven't.
Oh, he's got
Not even
stories.
now,
He fucked
he's-
everyone, according to
Yeah,
him.
he fucked everyone.
What's your
He's fucking me.
What's your number, DePace?
Longer track
I am the
record than
girl.
Howard.
No, I don't.
He's right.
DePace, what's your number?
I don't know. I bet it would be.
I've fucked 20,000 women. What do you think of that?
Mid-30s to 40, maybe.
Wow,
like
that's
that.
not bad.
Wow. Well,
How many hookers?
more than I. How much did you pay?
Women?
Never once.
High five.
Who said hotter chicks? That's an interesting.
All right, well.
Anybody can put up numbers.
30 or 40. When was he getting these women?
I think. Oh, please don't believe
God,
it.
I swear to God.
Yeah, pigs.
When you had Harry.
College, plenty. In L.A., want to live there, plenty.
I know a lot of guys who you wouldn't consider winners. Not that you're not a winner, but who would fuck like
What would make you think
who
that?
fucked 100 chicks?
Listen, I don't
because they
care
have no
how many.
standards.
I don't care how many women he's fucked. I don't care how many
agree.
women
I do.
Doug Goodstein's fucked. I care about my camera looking halfway decent, and it can be done. We did it over at K-Rock. You could do it here.
You said yesterday you liked the angle that we had for your guest interview.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Just come on. And Doug, ever since you got that operation on your eyes with those
Stop
bug eyes,
that.
I don't think you could see.
No,
I think
he wants
I
to
can't
see
see.
too much.
I've got a blind executive producer.
I don't have bug eyes. Let's put that to
I'm dying to hear Jason's feedback.
Me too. Mr. No Nothing.
Doug
Bring
Goodstein. Doug Goodstein says to me, "Bring me in when Barat's here." He goes, "Because he'll never guess I'm Jewish."
I
don't
didn't
look
say
Jewish.
that at all.
Yeah, I said, "Are you kidding? You're as Jewy as they come. Please, get out of here."
I don't look Jewish. I never get taken for a Jew.
I knew you were a Jew the second I spotted.
Do you
you.
wear that as a badge
I don't
of
even have
honor?
look. I have no nose.
You've got horns.
I don't
on
have a
your
big
head.
nose. You see my nose? Look at that.
What is
There's
it,
no
Jason?
bone.
You can see your claws.
The problem with Scott is that he really doesn't know what he's doing when it comes to directing a television show.
What?
Jason, shut the fuck up.
Good thing I'm here.
And you know what, dude?
You know who teaches
I'm not
him
going to
how to
take
use
this
his
for this
camera?
piece of fat.
He
piece
has
of
no
shit.
experience
Shut-
directing
Shut,
a
you know
television
what?
show
I'll
before
take it
this.
from Howard, not from you
He got
fuckers.
no lessons on how to direct the show. He
You're a
never directed
douchebag.
anything before this, and he probably got that camera shot at K-Rock lucky. You probably just fell upon
No, I
it, and
had
now
to
you don't
work
know how
on
to
it.
recreate
Jason, you're so disinteresting. Get out of here, you fucker.
it. Dude, don't
out
get
of
upset with me because you can't do your job, man.
So
We've been here for
disinterested.
9 months. You can't get it right.
Dude,
You got to get it right.
you're gonna let him do that to me? I'll take it from you. You're gonna let him say that?
What? Now I censor him?
Cut off his mic.
Cut off his mic.
How long have you felt this way, Jason?
Who teaches? Wait. Who teaches Jason? Who teaches you how to take pictures?
Who taught you?
You teach me how to take pictures?
Who's teaching? Who's teaching
Scott's,
you?
Scott's a good guy and he's knowledgeable about certain
thank
things. But
you.
you, I mean,
Exactly.
look, you can't get the
Direct
camera
the show.
shot right.
Go direct the show.
What can you do?
What's your
Type?
problem, man?
What can
You
you
know
do?
how to
Type?
do it. You know
You're a
everything.
typer. That's all
I'm a
you
better
do.
typer than you're a director.
Well, good. I'll take a class for an hour and I'll be as good as you.
You want-
Go
is that?
for it,
Do
dude.
you
You're a
want
typer,
Jason
dude.
to direct a program to show you how?
Scott got his job when like someone got sick and he was like the janitor and filled in or something like that.
No, that's the camera guy for Howard.
Who makes more money, me or you? Maybe that might
What
be a
an
little bit of a
injustice
proof.
that is too.
What am I doing? Why am I arguing with you? I hate
Scott
you.
does. Scott, you do a very good job.
Jason hates Scott.
Now he's pissed.
Clearly, he must hate him.
Did he just quit?
Who put you up to that?
You know, I didn't know you.
That's
Who made you
irreparable
do that?
damage.
No,
right
no
there.
one made me do it.
I didn't know you were gonna be that hard.
I don't know how you get under Scott's skin so easily.
Scott's a good director.
No, he's a good guy.
I just want him to get the shot. And Doug, everyone back there has to work on making me look handsome, and that's the job. That's the job description. And I know it's not easy. I see what I look like.
Well, yeah, you
Yeah.
the
You don't have
template
to
is
point
tough.
out my problems. That's not your job. Just hide them. And there are ways to hide what is wrong with me.
Can I just put a bag over your head every morning?
You want to be funny, or you want to get to
No,
work?
I'm-
Just
you
give me
know,
what we had
okay.
on the old E show.
Okay, we're gonna work on it.
All right. I have
and,
faith in my team.
You should.
I do. I have faith in Scott.
We'll get there.
All
I
right,
think
thank
we're
you.
getting very close.
Good. All right.
God bless you.
Yeah.
Did they have it yesterday? When you
I don't know. You know what? I'm so tired. I just said, it looks
you
better
just
to
go
me.
along with it.
Well, what is it, Ralphie? Do you know? Can you shed some light on this?
Here's the toxic that we were missing.
Yeah, I can. Your shot in the old E show, I was involved with your lighting and your shot, and
Thank you.
Scott sort of refuses to involve me here, so that might be something.
Would you
I could
do
be
me?
wrong.
Would you do me a favor?
I even called him the other day and said, Scott, let me know. I'll help however he can. And Scott's like, well, that's sort of like saying, how do you know? I said, Scott, I'm just trying to help. I'll give you some input.
Yeah, he's defensive. Do me a
Very
favor.
defensive.
Would you
Not
have a
good,
meeting with them and give them your thoughts?
I tried. I called Doug. I called
Doug,
Scott.
I am
said, I'll be
demanding-
there whenever you want. It doesn't
Doug,
happen.
I am demanding a meeting between you, Ralph, and Scott, and let him look at some of the footage and give his recommendation.
Like, what kind of input would you have, Ralph?
He does, though. He's good.
No,
He
I'm
knows,
just wondering.
He would just suggest lighting.
I don't
and
know. The shot Howard showed me that didn't look good. It just looked like it was like a spotlight was on him.
Yeah, it was big, bright light, right?
Yeah. And they're light. And Scott's talking about lighting a set. Who gives a fuck about the set? Light you.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck about this set.
Well, that's what he's doing. He's lit the set, because I noticed
pink
it's
wallpaper in the background. You don't care. You
It's
just
nice and bright.
It's awfully bright in here.
Everyone in show business knows
And
light
there's
is
an
my
angle,
not
too,
my friend.
And I explained to Scott when we do photo shoots. You know,
Why are you anti-Ralph being in on this?
Dude, first of all,
He's my guy.
No problem. That's not the point. Ralph doesn't know what
Take
the
the
fuck he's
ego
talking
out.
about. He has
Ego
no
out.
idea. He said the other day, if Howard looks bright, bring his light down. That's 1 out of 25 things I could do to make you look darker. He doesn't understand.
I understand. But what do you mean?
You're an idiot, Ralph.
Okay, well, see, that's the problem. You have that attitude.
You know, you tell me, we had an hour and a half long phone conversation the other day. Everything was cool. I said, Ralph, let me try to deal with it, and we'll get you in there later in the week. He was going to
Get
come
him
in
in.
Thursday. That's what we were talking about.
Why are you waiting till later in the week? If you had a meeting about this on Tuesday, why didn't you tell me to come in Tuesday?
Ralph.
Why do you want to do it on your own?
Dude, who the hell are you?
He's
Why
my
am I
guy.
going to sit there? He's your guy. What's his title?
He's a stylist.
What do I need a title for, Scott?
He
Why
comes-
are you so-
Dude, well, why don't I have Jason back there and Will, and why don't I bring Gary in too?
No,
it's my job.
He's got a good eye for this.
You know
I
what?
bring him to all my shoots. When I do various shoots, he comes and he makes suggestions. He's good. He's got a good eye. He's
I have
artistic.
an eye for this shit,
Okay.
Scott. I mean, I don't. What? All
It's
right.
the same guy picking out your clothes that half the times look like shit too, right? Right, Ralph?
I'm happy with the clothes he picks.
Yeah, well, that's not what he told me. He said you guys had a conversation. You didn't like some of the clothes.
Some I don't.
I've been asking you for fucking 6 months to give me tape, and you're
Why
like,
don't you show up every once in a while? We've got him in the computer.
Finally, I had to call you yesterday or a couple days ago and said, this is ridiculous already. Just give me some...
Dude, why not? Hey, you know what, dude? You're here once a week. You easily could ask me to look at shows, and I could show you about 20 of them right there. But no, you've never once done that, so don't put that shit on me.
Stand in the control room. You need to put it on DVD and send it to
Oh,
me.
I need to do everything for you. You know what? Make it happen yourself.
All right, so I'll take over the control room, too.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sure you know what the hell you're doing in there.
Sure I
I think you've
would.
been in a control room
Scott,
twice
the guy-
in your life.
Guy just wants to help.
Sweaty pits.
Wants to help you.
Yeah. Well,
That's all.
Oh, geez, Scott's having a bad day.
man, I swear to God, if there was a block of wood here, I'd fucking smash it.
You bring in a block of wood.
Bring in a block of
And
wood.
that's your problem. That's your problem. If Jason has a suggestion, you should
Shut the fuck up, Jason. I'm not going to take a suggestion from Jason. I'm not.
Why?
I'm
What's wrong
not.
with Jason?
Because Jason doesn't know what the hell he's talking
Jason's
about.
a very hard worker.
Why don't we just get called? Hey, take some calls. Maybe I'll take some
I didn't ask for
suggestions
Jason.
from them.
Jason didn't offer a suggestion. Ralph did, and Ralph has a track record of working on the E! Show. He's an employee
Fine.
of them.
So we'll get him in and he can fix it.
All right, good.
All right,
now
good,
you're
'cause
talking.
Then I can be on the golf course more.
Well, maybe that's the problem.
Yeah, maybe that's the problem. I haven't put enough time here. Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, it is the problem.
It is not the problem.
You just said it's the problem that you're
I
on the
said
golf
maybe
course
that
too
is.
much.
I mean,
If that's the problem, let's straighten that out.
all right. So,
You got to dump either the Xbox or the golfing. Man.
dude, shut up with the Xbox. It's a joke that's went on too long. I play the thing once every 3 months.
Sure.
With the headset,
I haven't done that in a year.
Thank you, Ralph.
take camera 4.
Oh, my goodness. Poor Scott's going to commit suicide.
No, he's fine. He's just got
That's too much of a beat down for him. He can't take it.
I'm going to make Ralph his boss.
You just told him that everybody can tell him how to do his job.
No, just Ralph does have some sort of take
No,
on
you
it.
even telling him Jason should sit.
Well, Jason could help. Jason watches a lot of TV. Look at his physique. When Ralph is sick, Jason will take over. So Scott DePace got into a whole big fight, our director, with Jason and Ralph on the wrap-up show.
You really do believe that Scott doesn't have the talent to do
Scott directs the show fine. I think Scott carries
fine.
himself
Oh, great.
with a little bit of
confidence.
with a little bit of self-importance, and sometimes sometimes it's fun to goof on.
See, that's just it, dude.
Like a lot of us here.
You know nothing.
Listen.
You know nothing. You're sitting there listening to Howard. You know nothing. What
How do
goes
you
into
know
my
what
job?
I know? What I, listen, you don't know
I
anything.
know you're an idiot.
Dude, every day you leave here at noon, I'm here till 5, 6
Bullshit.
working. You don't know
Bullshit.
anything.
You don't know what time I leave. I don't leave here at noon.
Look, one of the great things
And
about
just because
this
I
place
leave here doesn't mean I've done my work. I do plenty of work from home.
is that a lot of us came from not a lot of experience. Even Gary wasn't a producer when he started.
The great thing about
and he
this,
turned into a great producer, and you turned into an okay director. So I don't understand what the problem is.
I swear to God, guys, I can't do this. I'm done. I gotta.
Really?
I got real work to do.
Oh, I got you.
I'm about. Dude, at another point in my life, I would have taken you and fucking kicked the shit out of you.
Oh, well,
So
why
I don't-
me? What, everyone's
I don't
goofing on
see
you, and you gotta come and
Dude.
take this shit out of me?
This is like torture. I'm sitting here in a fucking glass booth, and I gotta listen to this fat fuck tell me shit.
Oh, sorry, Skinny.
Scott, if you don't really care,
I'm certainly, dude. Listen, I'll take my shape over yours any day.
Oh,
Scott.
please, you fat thighs.
Dude, you got fat everything. You've got 8 chins. You've got no hair. You've got no life. You make no money. You've got no fucking future. What do? You're nothing.
No
You're a
life
piece
or
of
future.
shit.
Listen, you're very lucky. You have a
I'm
wife
a
who makes
piece
a
of
lot of
shit.
money. Because
You know what?
support you if this all went away, so don't worry about it.
Oh man.
wow.
He
Jason.
was brutal.
Jason
Jason's a
did.
good arguer.
Jason did sound like a chick when he went, "You have fat thighs."
That was a little gay.
Scott fell for it.
Then DePace walked out of the wrap-up
Yeah,
show.
that's when he walked out. And then all of a sudden I heard this thunderous, thing. And he was running down the hall to get back there.
I don't need to know how an engine works, but if the car doesn't start, you got to.
Yeah, but if I go to the mechanic and say
my car's not starting.
if I go to the mechanic and say, "Oh, I bet it's because you didn't put gas in it," isn't he going to be fucking a little offended?
No.
Yes.
No. Why are you
piece
so
of
fucking
shit.
defensive? That's your problem, Scott.
No, your
Because
problem
he's insecure.
Jason's right. It is insecurity.
So Scott ran out of the studio, and here he is. I think it was the noise from his thunderous thighs as he ran down the hall to get back in.
Do you respect Ralph's opinion?
No.
And that's the problem. Howard
Absolutely,
does,
no.
and Howard's the boss. And you
But no, wait. Let me quantify
He's the
that.
boss of you.
I don't respect your opinion any more than anyone else's.
Well, wait a second.
How's that sound?
Yeah, you don't respect other people's opinions. What
No,
makes you more qualified
everyone's
than
on some
Ralph?
level. I don't think Ralph's got some sort
What
of
makes you
hold on,
more
hold on.
qualified than
I
Ralph?
don't think Ralph has any big secret that he knows how to do this sort of thing and no one else
What
does.
makes you more qualified?
I don't think I do either, Scott.
Scott, who's
Well, absolutely you do. Every conversation I've had with you says, well, if you want me to come in and fix it, let me know.
Scott? Whose opinion do you respect?
I mean, please, listen, John, I want to meet with you later, and I want to go over how the wrap-up show should start happening. Gary, with you, I've got ideas for guests, and I'm going to tell you what I think we should do. And Jason, I've got ideas how we need a new type keyboard for you.
By the way,
That's all
you've
you
given
do.
me photography advice, and I've taken it, and I thank you for it.
No, you didn't. You got real defensive, and I told you
No.
you did. Didn't you?
No.
I love the fighting. I love fighting. It's like a symphony.
Oh, he was on fire.
He's the best.
There was no calming him yesterday.
Ralph said he got a call for over an hour of yelling at home,
Off the air.
off the air. Never, ever fight off the air. That's the rule on this show.
Well, I mean,
you're
you're-
fired if you fight off the air.
You're telling a guy that's been doing a job for 12 years that he doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
I mean, someone's going to take offense to that.
All I said to him is that I want my lighting and my camera angle improved. Then everybody jumped on the fucking guy.
Yeah, which is fair enough. I think he could have dealt with that, but it was, I think.
Right.
He
But
didn't like the piling on.
Yeah,
But
the,
I gotta
the
tell
yelling
ya,
from the bleachers.
on this show, people pile on.
Well, Jason was a broadside, though. I mean, that came
was so
out
uncharacteristic
of
of
nowhere.
Jason.
Yeah.
Jason came out of nowhere, flying a leap like a wrestler.
He was like Lee Harvey Oswald.
Yeah, he just shot him right in the head.
All right, make
Actually,
correction.
Jack
Sirhan,
Ruby.
Sirhan.
He was like, "Hey, you're a shitty director."
Or Jack Ruby, you're walking
Yeah,
through a press conference.
I
and you
mean,
get
Jason's like
blasted.
such a tender guy, and to attack DePace, I mean, it made no sense to me.
Tender. There's nothing tender about that kid.
Dan in St. Louis.
That kid's a stealth.
Hey, Artie, how you doing?
All right.
Hey, Jason needs to shut up, man. Just have a coconut smile and shut the fuck up because Scott does an awesome job, man.
He does. He gets all the action that goes on in here with robot cameras. It's not easy to do.
That's right.
That's right. All right, Dan, thank you.
Thanks, Howard.
Everybody here is valuable. Let's calm down. Everybody calm down.
I mean, yeah, everybody can understand somebody not wanting to listen to Ralph.
Oh, I can't imagine being forced to listen to Ralph.
Again, the best description is sometimes in this studio there's a conversation going on that's like this boiling cauldron of just hate and tension, and Ralph is the perfect added toxin to turn into a full-blown hurricane.
You're right, but my problem is that Ralph actually did help improve the shot over at K-Rock.
Right, in this one particular situation.
Yes, and I do need him involved because there's a problem.
Is it valuable and doesn't have some, but people hate listening to
They
him.
do. How's Scott DePace doing, Doug?
He's all right. I think we should sort of lay low.
Yeah, I know. He took a beating.
Well, he's defensive. He's very passionate about his job. He loves what he does, and he hates getting shit.
He got it.
Ralph really out of his life?
Yeah, he should be.
It's funny.
What about Jason?
I had a little incident with Ralph yesterday. I was going to talk to him off the air, but I heard you say you always fight on the air.
Yeah, I heard about that.
What happened
Oh, yeah, Beth
with
told
you
you
two?
when he stormed out of the room like a baby?
Yeah, he's so
I was
gay.
irate, but I don't want to, I was going to talk to him today and let it cool because I was really boiling, but he was out of line. He was out of line.
Beth's putting a film together for a charity, the Dog Academy Awards. And so I guess somehow she involved Ralph.
Oh.
And, of course, he shows up an hour and a half late.
You're kidding.
And then says that he missed the train, which probably isn't true.
Yeah, he missed it because he was late for it.
Right. And then he shows up, and then he sits down, and he starts to say, the titling is, can I see it?
Well, here's the...
They'd already done an hour and a half of work, so it was like...
And now he wants to go back.
So Beth said it was fine, and everyone else said it was fine, and then he stormed out of the room.
Yeah, well, the backstory
and Beth had to go drag him back in. I said, you're kidding.
Yeah,
Sounds like a whole drama.
Ralph had a good idea. I'll give him that, and they did a good job together. But the backstory is that I told Ralph he could use this guy at the office who's an amazing designer, this guy, Mark Gerges. He did it on his own time as a favor.
Right.
So he showed it to them for the first time, and Beth's like, I love it. Perfect.
Right.
And then Ralph said, could you see that should be for Bianca? Could you space it? I'm like, dude, Ralph, that's it. It's what it is.
Yeah.
And he goes, with that, he doesn't like taking anyone as an authoritative figure.
Right.
So he didn't want to hear it from me, so he just said, and he stormed out of the room.
All right.
And I was like, come on, dude. The guy's doing you a favor. I'm doing you a favor. Give me your edit time.
And Beth felt awful.
And how about Ralph giving me a thank you at the end of the day? Like, he didn't even say, like, nothing.
No.
Beth sent me an instant email. She said, you're the best. Thanks. Give me Carlo, the guy who edited. Give me his number, his email. Nothing.
She
like,
was
just
very
say
grateful.
thanks. Like, it's like... I don't know.
So simple.
Yeah, it's like you're not entitled to this. We're all doing you favors. Just say thank you.
It doesn't have to be.
Yeah, and I don't want to get in it with Ralph, but if you want to do it on the air,
And if he's late, and if he's an hour and a half late, he's aggravated that you're a little annoyed by that.
Yeah.
You have no right to be mad.
You shouldn't be upset.
You're supposed. He's like Da Vinci. You
Yeah,
should
well,
wait for him.
He does. He tries to demand this respect of like an artist who creates his own moral universe.
Right.
You have to live in it.
Yeah, you're dealing with Warhol.
Yeah, you're not Woody Allen, dude.
Ralph, go ahead.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Get a slug back in there. First of all, I was not an hour and a half late. You're completely lying, or you were told a lie. I was 10 minutes late. 10 minutes, and Beth left early, so she ran out before we were even finished. So, and I was there an hour went past she left. This is nothing. I'm trying to help her out.
Right.
Spending my day helping her out. I don't need shit for it.
Ooh.
Everybody's all tested. And the whole thing was my idea of how to execute it. So, yeah, I want it to look right. I mean, why should it not look right? What am I thanking Doug for? What did Doug do? Doug gave me nothing but trouble. Doug sits in there and starts going, everything was spaced together too tight. And I said to this guy, Mark, who is doing it on his time, was nice enough to do it. I thanked him up and down. It's not even my project, and I'm busy thanking him and arranging to get him to do it. and he's happy to do it. I said, hey, could you just open it up a little bit because everything was just too tight. And Doug's like standing there in back. He's doing nothing except it's for going, in that dopey voice with those fucking bug eyes.
Yeah. Ralph, you're the biggest piece of garbage on earth.
That takes time. You know what, dude?
It does.
Yeah,
you know what?
Yeah, it takes time.
When
to
Beth
get it
says
right.
it's okay, it's her project. It might be your concept, but it's her ultimate say. She said it's fine. It's fine. Move on, douchebag.
No, you move on, douchebag.
Yeah, I did move on. I moved on and pissed you off, and you walked out of the room. Thank
That's
God.
Right. I walked.
You don't put a guy on the spot. The guy was on the spot. What's he going to say? No, he has other work to do.
No,
He did you.
You have no eye for this stuff.
You have no eye for this. You have no eye. Period. You might be blind. We see the stuff that you do. You freaking moron.
Yeah, right. Yeah, all the horrible stuff that I do.
Yeah.
All right, well, more fighting going on.
Is anybody going to be in anybody's life?
And Ralph, I gave you a compliment. Did you not hear the compliment? I said it was a good concept and it turned out really well. You don't hear that stuff. That was a good compliment I gave you. Did you hear it?
No. I hear you say you're a pain in the ass, Doug. I try to.
Why am I paying? I have 60 shows to deliver. I threw you in as a favor. Do you understand the concept of that? Do you understand that everyone did you a favor?
Who did me a favor? It's not my movie. How is that doing me a favor?
Because I put you guys in. I told you that Mark would do you a favor.
Doug, no.
When someone does you a favor and then Beth says it's fine, don't start nitpicking at it.
You didn't. What do you mean nitpicking at it?
Is that look like a B? Yes, it looks like a B. It's fine. Move on.
Doug, you had nothing to do with Mark doing it. He's doing it on his own time. Yeah. Mark 𝗛𝗿𝗱, great artist, doing it on his own time. He's not doing it on demand. He's doing it at home.
What do you want to say, Gary?
And Ralph, I'm not coming down on you like piling on, but do you see? It's not about what your talent, right? Nobody's jumping on your talent, but do you see that there's a pattern of an inability to work with people, and that sometimes you have to.
Absolutely. When I was 3 years old, on the report card, it said does not work well with others.
Ralph, it's not.
I got to tell you guys, this is it. No more Mr. Nice Guy. I'm sick of this.
When were you nice?
No more Mr. Nice Guy.
Mr. Nice Guy.
Ralph, not to confront you on this, but or start anything more, but you just have this aura about you. You're just very patronizing, condescending, belittling. Like you just don't come across nice. And I know you pretty well. I think you're a nice guy. I know, like at work, you're great to hang out with. You're nice, and then in the work mode, you're really, really, really out of line and obnoxious.
It's a conversation.
Like I said, I don't settle. If something doesn't look right, I don't like to settle for shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but there's a way to do it. That's a conversation we had on the wrap-up show where we said that.
But I'm telling you, Gary, I was in this control room with this guy Mark, and I said all these some lettering is being spelled out, and it just looked too tight. And you know what? By the way, he's fixing it because he agreed. I was right.
Okay, on his own time.
I don't know what happens. It's just I think that people. Remember we talked about how you come across as having.
I have no patience
Ralph,
for
what
people
happened?
who like to do things half-assed.
Ralph, what happened? What happened with your conversation with Scott DePace last night at home?
Oh my! Well, I feel bad for Scott. I mean, like, I just called him back. I was out all day, and I came home, and we're trying to get together, and then he just kind of like started in on me, like, just about how I shouldn't bring this stuff up on the air, and then how it's okay to bring up certain things on the air, like his politics. That's okay, but don't bring up about his. And I'm thinking to myself afterwards, I'm like, shit, I'd be more embarrassed by my politics and my homophobia and my racism than that Howard's angle doesn't look right.
That's not going to keep him out of work.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't take any more of you. Just shut the fuck up.
It's a tag team Ralph argument.
Look, dude.
Doug left and Scott came in.
Doug said it.
And then Gary tagged Doug Scott.
I'm in. Ralph, really, dude. Doug said it.
A nice guy.
Doug said it perfect. You just have no way of talking to people. You sit there and you roll your eyes all the time, and you're.
That's right. You know what? Fuck it. I don't care.
Good. All right. So then let's work as little together as we can.
I've been trying. That's what I told you last night. I'm tired of trying to help you guys and stuff.
But why don't you take a clue from this whole thing that everyone's got a problem with working with you and try to fix that? Start with that. Forget Howard's camera angle for 2 minutes. Work on that. Go see a therapist. I tried to help you just 2 weeks ago. We're doing
I put him
something.
in therapy. He bowed out.
Bowed out.
Just 2 weeks ago, we're doing something. We're doing something.
He couldn't pay the guy.
Well, he can't work with people. How's he going to afford it?
The guy threw me right out of there.
Hey, he couldn't work with Ralph, the therapist.
Look, I can afford it, and I'm not going.
Right.
Just 2 weeks ago, we're working on this 1 cent preview thing, and there was a shot of Howard up there, and I turned to Ralph, knowing he's a stylist, and said, "Do you like Howard's hair like that?" He turned to me like I had just bothered him. He rolled his eyes and was like, "Oh," and I said, "Geez, I'm sorry," and he goes, "Oh, it's fine." And it's like, dude, there's another way to put that point across. You could have just said, "Yeah, that's fine."
I'll be completely honest with you. My memory of that was like, I looked at his hair and I was like, well, yeah, I guess it's fine. You know, I didn't have that attitude. You got a whole thing conjured up in your head about what I just.
That's the point. You don't even know that you do these things.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, that's me. I don't think it's going to fucking change. I've tried.
Well. Okay, so you always be a dick. Fine. So you always be a dick, and at some point when Howard drops you loose, you'll be unemployed.
Yeah, well.
That's basically what it'll be. You'll have to find a job where you work more than 1 hour a day. You'll have to work 8 hours a day.
Right. No.
And you'll have to try to make, and possibly you might.
I've got enough money. I can retire probably about a year.
Yeah.
I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
All right. Well, good then.
I don't worry about you having a job past this job. You're all fucking worried about like that.
That's not what I was saying.
The community's not going to want to hire you because you can't get Howard's fucking lighting and camera right.
Oh man.
It's really tough.
I'm not having this conversation again.
Yeah.
That was my whole day yesterday.
Yeah, Columbia Pictures won't be calling.
See, that's how little you know. That's how little you know. Columbia Pictures, I'm in television. I'm a television director. I do not have
a
any
TV division, Columbia.
Yeah, well.
Oh, that's
it's
what
still,
Ralph meant?
They don't have a live television division.
Yeah.
All right? I'm not interested in doing films, you piece of shit.
Does Pam, clearly you don't have the talent for that.
Oh, my God. Oh, I'm sure you do. That film would fucking take 20 years and never get completed.
Absolutely it would. You see how good my film festival entry was? And I thank you for your help on that. You were very helpful. You were really
And what
good.
a pain in the ass you were, dude. Even my wife, we were trying to have a family day, and I spent about 6 hours on that crap because he didn't like, just exactly like Doug was saying, the B doesn't quite look right, or the roll's a little too fast. And I fixed it and took all that time.
I didn't thank you up and down for that?
Up and down? You said, whatever. You thanked me, but you still were a pain in the ass.
Oh, okay. So what? So I can't get it right? Like, okay, Scott, just make me some fucking
dude. You can't get it right when someone's doing you a favor. You don't have any idea that that wasn't my job. I was trying to help you out.
Scott, you're not doing me a favor if you don't do it right or the way I want it.
Holy fuck. Did you just hear that? Well, then I'm not going to do it next time for you.
Okay.
Dude, it was my Sunday. I'm trying to relax my family. You couldn't find a graphic artist to do your film festival thing, so I said, yeah, I'll do it.
No, I don't need you.
And then you weren't happy with version 1. You needed some changes.
Anymore. You worked too slow. You should have done it quicker. You would have.
All right, so now you're into Jason mode. Okay, I get it.
I suffered through your inability. You know, I should have been able to tell you a couple things. You don't know what you're doing. You're not a graphics guy, so you were having.
I never claimed to be. I just happen to know a lot of things. Last week I was trying to give Ralph some advice. Hey, maybe you might want to take a computer class and learn a little bit about Photoshop so you can at least express your ideas a little bit better. And he said, no, I'm not quite sure that's the direction I want to go in. So what do you want to do? And he said, oh, maybe I'll become more in radio. I'm like, well, why don't you go take a sound editing class? Oh, no, I'm not sure. Dude, you're a worthless piece of shit. You want to live off of others, and that's it. Go accomplish something.
How do I live off of others?
Dude, a guy like myself wants to give a project and go.
Others. You take your fucking wife's money. She probably makes more than you.
Well, whatever. We've been living with that life for a long time, but that's fine.
Right.
She does great.
I think I've heard enough of this. Scott, thank you.
Next time you want Ralph to complete something, give it to him, and he's going to then turn it off to a professional and take all the credit, and it'll take forever to get done, and the professional will be ready to jump out a window. But that's how Ralph lives with. That's his work.
His MO, you think?
Yeah, well, like I said, no more Mr. Nice Guy.
Good, all right.
Anybody want to tag out and bring in someone
Anybody
else?
else out there?
Scott, I know you're upset.
Anybody out the door?
I don't know how this thing mushroomed. I think you're a great director. I just it was between me and you trying to figure out the lighting and the.
And really, Scott, do you hear the show? I mean, like, you know, it's a goof. And, like, how can you get yourself all fucking worked up over it?
Again, Ralph, I tried to explain this to you last night.
Scott's practically crying, all right?
Goof about me, about anything.
Right.
But when I have a career, I have a family, and I don't want to sit there and listen from two lowlifes. If Gary came in and said
wait a second, I love that you say, hey, Ralph, could you just do me a favor and not mention this because you're fucking lowlife? I mean, in the same breath, you call me a lowlife, and then you expect me to treat you with some sort of respect. I mean, come on. You have no respect, and you have no respect for Jason, who is the hardest working guy in that office.
Yeah, he was trying to explain to me that Jason works harder than Gary, works harder than anyone here at this place.
He's the hardest working guy in that office. He's there.
And I think someone who types, that doesn't count as hard work, in my opinion.
No. So a body sitting there till 8 o'clock is not hard.
Whatever. I don't want to get into the Jason show. I could care less about him.
He works harder than you.
He's dead to you.
He's dead to me.
All right. Well, obviously, there's a lot of animosity going on back there in the Howard Stern universe.
I used to think we were such a tight.
And you're just eating it all up.
I don't like to see this at all.
Oh, look at that smile on your face.
It's the only time you shut up. You said to me once, you go. And this is off the air. You go, oh, God, I love it when people argue. It's like fucking music to my ears.
I love it.
You just get the biggest smile on
It's so great. I could sit in my car and listen to two guys argue all day if it's on the radio. So, you know, and it's got to be real. And this is really, I mean, Scott's got tears in his eyes.
I don't have tears in my eyes. I've got anger.
No, you've got some tears.
Well, you must cry when you're angry.
I study you.
And believe me, it's real for me, too. I woke up at like 5:30 and this shit starts racing through my head.
It's got to be real. It's got to be all fired up. But
it wasn't easy for me to get to sleep last night. I couldn't sleep until about 11:30. I'm still sitting there playing through this crap through my head.
That's good. That's good. That makes for better arguing.
I called Scott at like 8 o'clock. I called him back, and he was all fired up still.
What's you fired up? What are you fired up? You care what Jason and Ralph think of you as a director? If I say you're a good director, you're a good director. These guys don't know.
You know what, man? It's not... I thought through it yesterday. If JD had said it, I would have laughed it off. It's...
What? With Jason and Ralph?
What about Ralph
it's
and Jason?
Ralph, first of all, on his professional level. You're right. I don't respect him. And I don't want to hear it from him.
But he knows
that
I'm right, so that's what really. That's what he knows. He knows I'm right about what I'm saying, so that's why he gets upset.
whatever. That's not true.
Look, we're just talking about improving a camera angle and improving lighting.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean you don't know what you're doing.
And I'll get it right. I'll keep searching for that.
And Ralph was instrumental in helping us the last time.
He wasn't. See, that's the fact. You don't quite know. He wasn't.
I thought he was.
No, he wasn't. He came in one day, gave me a bunch of shit. I wanted to throw him out the window that day.
Right.
And we got it right after
I didn't
that.
Come in constantly and try to
no, not constantly. There was one time, Ralph.
There was more than one.
One time.
God, all right. So I won't come in. So you fix it. Howard, I'll just let you know. I was going.
And then I started thinking about it yesterday. I'm like, if Ralph had such a problem, he's watched. You know,
he didn't have a problem. I had the problem.
Well, yeah, but if he's such an expert and knows how to fix it, why can't he? He looked at probably 20 hours of tape back there. Every Thursday comes in and watches tape. He didn't see it. So where's your defense for that, Mr. Stylist, Mr. Know-it-all of Howard's world?
I was. And
but wait, if he knows what you like...
But he listened to me and he said, well, maybe I can help. Maybe I can help get to that lighting.
And so did I.
So that's all. So you guys should work together.
It's fine. I told him, I said, what time could you come in today? You know what he told me? 10 o'clock. I'm like, well, that might not be the best time. I mean, Howard's into news mode at that point. And
right.
Why don't you show up at 8? Maybe when we have a guest interview or something like that, Ralph.
Scott, you asked me what time are you going to come in? I said 10.
Ralph, I barely wanted to speak to you.
You didn't tell me what time to come in.
All right. Let's drop this for a minute.
I said that might not be a good idea. Did I not say that? The 10 o'clock might be a little late.
You know what? There's no point in me coming in. You don't respect my opinion. I'm not going to fucking waste my time.
But Howard does.
But you're not going to listen to me.
Sure, I will. At this point, I want nothing to do with it. Go ahead. You tell me what to do. I'll
Wait,
do
you
it.
want to know who has a couple of lighting suggestions, and maybe this is more of a...
Wendy the retard?
No, close. Siobhan. Hi, Siobhan. How are you?
Hello?
Yes.
Hey, I wanted to, I just have a couple of suggestions. I used to do lighting for theater in college.
Okay, come on in.
In college?
Well, you've got more experience than anyone here.
Yeah, do you light the studio itself with the lights, or do you add the lighting effects in the editing?
Oh, God.
Oh.
All right. Thank you, Siobhan. What is it, Gary?
I don't want to...
Now he's crying.
Scott, would you mind working with Siobhan on this project? It's either Ralph or Siobhan. You take your choice.
You know, there's one other weird thing going on here that I guess I didn't see, which is I thought that it was really obvious that Jason is just breaking Scott's balls for the sake of breaking his balls, but everybody out there tells me that there's a thing between the two of them.
Oh, definitely.
I didn't know that.
And I didn't know that either, that there's a genuine sort of underlying dislike that neither of them talk about.
You know what it's like when you're in high school and you're talking to somebody and someone's giving you shit, and he's the fat, pudgy kid, and he's giving you shit, and you're sitting there going, oh, my God, I want to fucking just kill you? You know what that's like?
Yeah.
That's what I get from Jason.
You just want to beat him up and be done with
it. Yeah.
So great.
Wait, here's Jason.
I'm out here.
Why? Don't leave now. Let's get it worked out. What is it, Jason?
Scott's looking for the nearest high school to stuff Jason in a locker.
Jason?
Yeah, Scott's just got a major problem with me. And, he's, you like 90% of the time we talk and we're fine, and I think we get along, but...
I had no idea you guys were at each other's
Yeah,
throats.
but he's got some thing with me where, I can't say anything to him. I can't disagree with him. I can't criticize him, or he's...
Politically, I've heard you argue with Scott, and you do put up a very good argument.
No, he doesn't put up a good argument. He takes over the argument. You can't get a word in.
No, he gives you a good run for your money.
frustrating.
Yeah, he gives you a good run for your money.
Howard, what if you tried to do your radio show and all day all I did is just yell and just keep yelling? You'd think I was crazy and annoying, and you'd shut my mic off. Well, that's what I want to do to him all the time.
First of all, that's totally... You come to my desk. I never go back by you to start arguing. So I'm sitting there at my desk, and you come in and you go, blah, 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 then this whole argument starts, and you sit there, and anytime I open my mouth about anything, you get all angry, and you go, you're stupid, and you storm off, and,
Don't worry, it won't happen anymore.
Good. You should stay on the television side, Scott. You don't even need to be in the office there.
That's a good point. What are you going back over to the intern area?
Again, because you don't know, Howard, you don't even know how this place works. There's a lot of interaction. I've got to go to Will for a lot of things. I've got to go to Jason for a lot of things.
There is something that you don't know, and I swear to God, we should start taping this. I don't know if you're aware that there's a whole other radio show that goes on, a real radio show. Yeah. You hear I'm talking to you on this intercom? Well, Jason and Will and TV have this intercom as well. And while the show's going on, they're all yelling at each other, debating each other. It's the funniest fucking thing.
By the way, almost all started by Scott. It's like we're sitting there, and all of a sudden I hear blaring out of this intercom,
Oh, my God.
See, Bush was right.
It's not. That's not true.
It is true. You know what?
9 times out of 10, we're giving them some information that we want to pass to you for the show.
Right.
And a lot of it helps out.
That's true. But yeah, one time, Scott started an argument in the office about politics or something, and it ends, and he leaves, and then an hour later, I got a call on my cell phone from his car. He's like, "I'm still angry about this," and he starts screaming. I mean, he's a maniac.
Yeah, I got that call.
Because I can't believe how stupid you are.
Well, why are you arguing about politics with everyone? Why don't you keep your opinions and listen to Rush Limbaugh and Bill O'Reilly?
I used to say at K-Rock, I remember going back there, and I would actually go, guys, no more politics.
Yeah, I mean, it's
a
who cares?
I can't listen, man.
I mean, you guys.
I disagree with you on everything politically anymore, and I have not come in here once.
Well,
don't
just yell at me.
You're yelling at Jason.
You're busy fighting
I'm
with
not.
everyone.
I haven't been
just direct. Forget about all that other shit, man.
Okay.
What are you busy with the politics? You're not going to elect
It's hard
anything.
for me. I'm sitting there and you say something so asinine.
what?
I've got to respond.
But don't
to it.
argue with him.
I don't. And
Come
that's
in the air.
You liar.
Bullshit, dude. How
Dude,
many
you
arguments
come and
in the
argue
past
with me
2
all the
months?
time.
In the past 2
What do
months,
you
not
do?
once.
If I say something
not
stupid,
true.
what do? You pick up and talk to Jason?
Yes, that's what he does. You say
that's
something
crazy.
That's not true.
Don't forget about it. So yell at me.
Right.
Yell at the
I'll come
TV
in and
screen.
yell at you.
You don't have to come in.
Yeah,
Talk
don't
to the
bother
TV.
Jason. He's trying to
I
work.
do. Ask the guys in the man room. I yell at the TV screen all
That's
the time.
okay. That's
yell
good.
right at you.
Talk to the wall.
Howard, you say one thing about politics, and that intercom starts blaring.
You got to
all right,
concentrate
so
on your job.
I guess right now you're trying to push my buttons again because you know this is
No,
not
that's true, dude. That is absolutely true. Ask anyone. That's Steve. That's Will. They all sit next to the intercom. They hear you.
How many times have I done it in the past month? Not once.
I have my headphones on. Will has to tap me on the shoulder, so Scott's yelling about you on the intercom.
Whatever, dude.
I'll
whatever.
tell you,
God.
last night on the phone,
I'm like, what did I do?
Scott really does hate Jason. I mean, he just spewed this venom about Jason to me on the phone, and I almost hung up on him because I really like Jason, and I just thought it was horrible.
What was he saying?
He's just the lowest piece of shit, lazy, bad bit. You know, every adjective you could. And
That's pretty accurate.
Jesus, I said,
Fuck you, man.
Fuck you.
Seriously.
I had to cut him off.
He's got to fill an hour and sit there and talk about the show.
Also, you know, when people call, they say they're saying one thing and then they ask another question, and sometimes I don't know how to answer it.
Right.
Howard, we listen to the show, we come up with our
Everything's
own
a mess.
ideas, then Gary comes on and ruins everything by like, here's the real reason Howard did that.
I love Pete because Pete can get everybody at each other's throat.
Yeah, he's like Ralph. He doesn't do anything for a living but piss us off.
I actually got a job recently, Gary.
Doing what? What could you be doing?
I'm serving tables, man.
What? Yeah, how long do you think you'll last doing that? You're an obnoxious fucking asshole. You should be fired in a month.
Gary, you don't intimidate me. I see through you, always have.
I'm not trying to intimidate you. I'm just telling you who you are. You're an asshole.
Okay, great. Like, I care what you think about me.
See, that's the problem. You don't care what anybody thinks about you. That's why you'll never work, douchebag.
I don't respect you. Okay?
Pete, you got a
You're
job.
not a great guy in radio to me. You don't understand.
But you'll never get any, Pete. You'll never get anywhere. You'll never do anything because you have a shit attitude.
Okay.
And you're a fucking
I'm going to be
narcissist.
30 years old, buddy. I think I realize I'm not going to get anywhere by now. You're not teaching me nothing.
See, how can you argue with a guy who knows he's, you know, what he doesn't
Gary,
care?
you're superficial. You're phony, brother. Everybody
Dude,
knows.
have you ever met me?
There's a reason Howard hired you.
Have you ever met me?
Yes, I've met you a few times. I hate you.
You know what's so funny? You're so nothing. I don't even remember meeting you.
Worse, Gary. You're the phoniest guy.
I don't even remember meeting you.
What?
Where would I have met you?
I met you in Florida once before. I met you a couple times. And
you're very not memorable.
You're a nerd. I can't believe you even got married. You got a good-looking wife like you did. It's a shock to everyone.
Hey, why don't you go to the comedy again, Pete? Remember how great you were when you opened for Artie?
How great are you every day on the wrap-up show, Gary? You're never funny.
I'm great enough to be getting continually paid for it for 3 years. You did it once, and they fucking practically lynched you.
You are a character. You're Bubba Booey. That's the big bit. It's you.
And you're not a character. You're Pittsburgh Pete, the asshole.
Gary Dell'Abate. We don't care about Gary. We care about the monkey face making us laugh. That's what we care about. You don't got to come on the wrap-up show, you and John Hine, and say, oh, Howard did this. That's a bit. That's not who he really is. Robin did this, but privately...
Pete, let me ask you a question.
I don't want to know that.
Do you want the wrap-up show canceled?
No, it's a good show. It's fine.
Well, then what do you want?
I don't even want you talking to me right now. I don't even know why you're involved in
I was talking to you. Gary hijacked my show.
Yeah, what is it, the wrap-up show?
Howard, he's insulted me. I have to have the right to defend myself.
You'll get your hour today.
This is the pre-wrap-up show.
I can't even get on the air anymore.
Tell him that he peaked, Howard. Will is the number one guy on the show now, the producer.
Will is the guy?
Will is the guy. Will's the one that's coming up with the vibe, the flow, and the art.
Would it be your advice to me to demote Gary and make Will the executive type producer?
You don't need Gary any longer. He doesn't even have that big a Rolodex any longer with celebrities. What's he doing?
Let me tell you something. I know Will. He'll hate you way quicker than I did.
Gary, you hate everybody, man. You think you're better than people. You're the biggest narcissist on the show. You must have lied. That test must not be accurate because you are.
Maybe they made a mistake and switched Gary's score with Robin.
Could be.
I never thought of that.
Hey, my picture ain't in the post today.
You're a kid.
That's right, because you switched the results.
He was smart.
Is Gary correct when he says that you will never hold on to your waitering job, that you're too abrasive?
I've had about 85 jobs in my life. The longest one was about a year. That's when I was bartending. It's miserable. Financially, I've never made more than $5,000 a year. And
$5 grand?
$5 grand is my biggest year ever.
What is it? Is it your personality? You seem like a...
I'm very, I get a job and I get bored. You know, I do feel I'm a creative person, but I just see my future like I'm going to be here the rest of my life, and it frightens me. So I quit, and I like laying around smoking weed, and that's, you know, the radio is a big part of my life, Howard.
What happened to your last job, Pete?
My last job?
Yeah, what happened? What went wrong? What was your last job?
No, my last job, I was bartending. That was a year ago. I haven't worked in a year. I finally got a job now, so I'm happy again.
As a bartender, you only made $5,000 for the whole year?
Yeah.
He quit.
But for $5,000, he worked for a year and made $5,000.
He worked a whole year.
I know bartenders will make that in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, this is the
You
most...
must have been the worst bartender ever.
It must have been a horrible bar.
It was a dive bar. Like Artie once said when we first talked, it was a shot and beer bar, you know. It was my first gig ever, but it was the best time I've ever had in my life. Being behind the bar, when you're the bartender, you're the king, Howard. Like you on the show, it's a small level of that. You're the local celebrity.
So why would you walk away from such a thing?
Because I had a major setback in life, and it was hard dealing with the customers when I had to deal with emotional issues.
What was the major setback?
I lost my mother, man, about a year ago.
Okay, so you had to quit the job?
No, that's where I'm stupid. You know, it was the worst decision I ever made. I had 5 women, and I quit my job. They wouldn't even take my calls anymore. Everything fell apart. You know, the best thing I had was Sirius Satellite Radio. That's not just to kiss your ass, but, you know, when you're laying in bed, you're smoking the weed, and you got the Howard Stern world, there you go. I could go off into that fantasy world.
Why not try another place, Pete?
I've tried. It's hard. You cannot find a bartending job unless you know somebody. So I'll make some money.
What is it, Gary?
The question for Pete is, if his best year was $5 grand, how do you live?
I live with my father, my sister.
Who's paying for your Sirius?
I have a credit card.
Wow.
You know?
Is that run up big? Like, are you over drawn on your credit?
What's your financial like? Are you handling your bills right now and everything? The mortgage, you're paid off, you're taking care of everything?
You know what? I never carry a finance charge on a credit card. I pay my mortgage every month, and I lease my cars.
That's great, man. You're so...
No, I'm just asking you if you're overdrawn on your cards.
Pete hates you.
You're cooler than me.
No, I'm not cooler
Ralph
than
is
you.
on with Pete. Ralph, go ahead.
Hey, now.
Hey, now.
Hey, I've been around for 1 or 2 of those best fashion shows, and they are very hot. What's great, like, if she has dress on, you go like, hey, you know, maybe you should have higher heels on with that. And she'll go and get some, like, higher heels and stuff.
Yeah, sometimes it's weird when Ralph's there and Beth is doing a fashion show. I don't like it so much.
Yeah, 'cause it sounds like he manipulates things.
Well, because I see him, you know, I know how Ralph is. He's a guy, and
yeah,
not only that,
he's
that's
like,
your fashion show.
Yeah,
Right.
I feel like that should only be for me.
He's
but
chiseling on
Ralph,
your fashion
Ralph
show.
has actually been there for a few fashion
Yeah,
shows.
and also what's great is that she's usually braless when she's doing those because she's changing quick.
Oh, now it's just stepped into Creepyville.
Yeah, it isn't right.
That's not creepy.
Dude, yes, it is. Come on, it's his wife.
I know. I get a little territorial, you know. Like
you
Ralph.
should.
I go, Ralph, easy.
Do you get? But Howard, do you get in that weird area where it sort of turns you on that means that much to Ralph? Like, because your wife's so hot?
Not when it's that close.
I don't need.
It's one thing for him to admire from afar.
We're all friends.
It is fun, but I know Ralph goes into wolf mode, and I've seen it before.
I know that face.
Yeah, not with my wife. You
Hey,
know,
Beth, those heels aren't high enough.
it's okay when it's we're out in a club or something. And we're both working it.
Yeah, you're looking at some other chick.
Ralph could have had her.
Ralph forgot one time he gave her his number. I mean, it gets pretty intense.
Oh, he goes right into that mode.
Yeah, come to think of it, Ralph has been there for a few fashion shows. Yeah, it's always fun.
Remember to dismiss him next.
Hey, Ralph, how do you deal with your life, man? Never, like, really working and just, how do you get by?
I don't know. I do pretty well. Much like Gary, I don't carry a finance charge.
He doesn't carry a credit card either.
But wait, but I was on hold. What do you make $5,000 a year and live with your parents?
I live with my father. I live with my parents my whole life. I sleep in the same single bed I always have.
How old are you?
He said,
I'm going to be 30 years old, man.
And you got the nerve to try and question Gary or me about it?
I'm not questioning anybody, Ralph.
he's trying to figure it out.
That you were.
Oh, I'm sorry. He's trying to figure out how to move out?
You were actually a role model, kind of.
Well,
you know, Howard,
oh, boy.
you're going to be 50 years old kind of doing the same thing. How do you make money? Howard helps you out on occasion?
Yeah, you know, every once in a while, I kind of call him and say, like,
what do you do in your personal life?
I need a few bucks for the week. And
what do you do?
Jack off.
What do you really do, Ralph? Tell us.
He's a stylist.
It's his secret.
Who else does he style besides you on Mondays?
I have him booked exclusively. I pay to have him an exclusive rights.
Yeah, because you couldn't get him when you wanted him, so you had to tie him up exclusively.
In fact, not only do I have him exclusively, I can't even get him to come to the
even
house.
with your exclusive.
Well, he was busy with the Battlestar Galactica finale.
Battlestar Galactica.
No, but Pete, to answer your question, Ralph will style all of us from time to time. Like one time, Ralph told me I look like shit.
Just once?
Well, actually, it was several times. So you know, and he doesn't charge me a lot for that. So he'll do everybody on the show from time to time.
Ralph found me my Michael Jordan sweatpants. I'll tell you that. And I love those.
Well, are they hard to find? Because now you got me wanting to get them.
Ralph, how do you get those? Because I told Artie he should get them.
You know, they probably would be good for Artie because they're good size and stuff. I had to search like the style number and stuff like that. You know,
you can't can't go to a store and get it, huh?
He found them in a store, and then we went back to
get
them.
Stuff like that, like they turn them over so quick. You know, they were like from the beginning of the summer maybe or something. I mean, the beginning of the winter, and, you know, now they're out of the store. I went to get more, and they didn't have them. So
I told Artie he's got to get Michael Jordan sweatpants. I'm telling you, they're slenderizers.
I'll ask my sister.
You'll be able to gain another 100 pounds.
He makes 20 different kinds, Artie. You got to get the same kind if that's the kind you want.
Yeah, you got to get these.
What?
He makes 20 different kinds. You got to get this kind, the black ones.
Yeah,
well, does it have a name?
Like what's the name of those ones, Ralph?
I don't know. There's a style number to it. I don't know.
All right.
Heard of a style number.
And then every douchebag like Pittsburgh Pete's going to be wearing them. All right, man. I'm a douchebag, right?
Why is he a douchebag?
I'm just joking.
Yeah, you got nothing to say to me. We're kind of similar, you know.
We are.
A little bit. I mean, you can't be happy.
I don't see how you can have a bartending job and make only $5,000 a year. That means if you work 4 days a week for 45 weeks, is that about
but he
20,
didn't work
25,
the whole year.
That means he made 25. He worked the whole year. $25 a day he made as a bartender?
Oh, he did work the whole year.
That's what I couldn't figure that out either.
Money.
What?
With the bartending
money.
No, with the bartending gig, that might have been a little more. But on my tax records, you know, it was only probably like $5,000 ever, and that was like 10 years ago when I was like motivated.
I mean, how many days a week are you being a waiter?
Hopefully as many as they can give me. I just want to indulge myself in working for the public, get some money back in my pocket, and get some ganja, and take a woman out to dinner. Just the basics, Howard, you know?
Right.
Let me ask you something, Pete, though, because a lot of people in your generation now say you're creative because you go on the computer.
I know I'm creative.
Well, but and listen, I'm going to tell you something. When you came with me to do the gig, you actually told some jokes. Howard even said it. We played it.
Yeah.
And you actually had a couple of funny jokes.
Thank
you. But, yeah, it was good. But how are you dealing with that now? Like, what are you trying to do to be creative? What's the outlet? Are you writing?
You could be a creative waiter. Why not? Why not be the best waiter?
Use your comedy on your clients.
I'm going to tell you something. Whatever job I ever took, I was a food server as well. And I was selected by my boss as the best food server of the year because I put my heart and soul into it. I decided whatever I did in life, I wanted to be the best at. I don't give a shit what it is.
You're spending your time. You might as well do it well.
Yeah. I mean, why wouldn't you be the best? I mean, in college, I made the best movie. I won. When I was served the food, I was on time, I was conscientious, and I was a pleasure to my boss. I believe that you must excel. I was a dishwasher, and I got a commendation. Now, who gets there, puts their heart and soul into dishwashing? You're going to be something. Be the best at it.
He won the silver dish.
Might as well.
And why was I the best dishwasher? I'll tell you exactly why. I got in there like a madman. I probably took on the workload of 3 or 4 guys. And I washed and I racked. And I was proud of the job
you
I
racked
did.
and you rolled.
And believe me, I didn't make 10 cents.
Pete wants to be a star.
See, I'm a direct opposite.
You could
of
be
I
the
was
star.
I was the worst.
Well, I don't believe in that. You could be the star of the kitchen.
Right.
And why not?
Yeah, but Pete
take some pride.
What? What are you guys trying to say to me? What
are you trying
to excelling is what they're saying.
I'm saying to you.
I'm on a radio show right now expressing my opinions like
Pete,
you guys do every day.
Here's what I'm saying. Artie was saying to you, this wasn't directed at you. Shh, you're not listening.
Okay.
Now you're talking.
Dopey.
Artie was saying, how are you expressing your creativity? Right. I said you could express your creativity. This was directed at Artie.
By doing your job well.
That's right. You can be creative in any job. Creativity can come out in any facet. You know, you see a sales guy like Sam Ben-Ruby who works so hard. I see this guy. He is creative. Now, he's a salesman. He's a radio salesman, but I see he's creative. He knows how to schmoo. He puts his heart and soul into it. You are a waiter. I want to hear that you are now the top waiter.
Everybody loves to go there because you're going to wait on them. They request your section.
But don't be dopey and sit there and bother people when they're eating. Being the best means staying out of people's way and complying with everything.
I know how to do that, man.
You know how to do that? I want you to do
I'm
that.
all about the hospitality, Howard.
Good. I think that you could make more than $5,000 in a year at that job.
Let's shoot for 6,000 this year.
And stick with it. And no more smoking weed during the week, only on weekends.
That will
just
be
wants a
after
little
work.
ganja.
Are Pete's parents rich?
No. After work, no. I said on weekends.
You don't earn after work.
I think he should take a break from pot, period.
Well, I'm trying to wean him off a little
No, it's every day for about 12 years, 13 years. Every day of my life.
Well, what about being the best pot smoker?
He is.
During the week.
That he has excelled at.
No, that's negative. Pete, during the week, no more pot.
I can't do that for you, Howard.
Let me ask you something, Pete. Do you think the pot smoking might have something to do with why you still live at home?
I don't know about that.
I do know about that.
Yeah.
And that is true. I have friends who smoke more weed. Like they'd be proud of themselves. Oh, I quit smoking cigarettes. Then you find out they're smoking 7, 8 joints, 7, 8 joints a day.
Yeah, tons.
And let me tell you something. All of these guys do not succeed.
Right.
They don't. They do not. I know them. It's a type.
You're right.
They're burnouts. And
I know that.
Starting today, during your work day, the days you don't work, you want to smoke a little weed, okay, I'm not going to take that away from you.
Mm-hmm.
But on the days you work and the days that you got to be up for work, no more weed.
You get high at work, man?
No, I served tables about 8 years ago, and I did get high, and it was very tough to do. Bartending, you can do it. You're in the dark. People are all drunk. But if you're serving tables, it doesn't work.
Are you strong enough to stop smoking on work days?
I don't think so.
Well, you got to get strength. If you want to be the best, it's not going to...
I don't want to be the best. Well,
But
I do. You're right.
Okay. So then what are you going to do? Try it for a month. Call me back and let me know how you do.
All right.
Don't call us even for a month.
Yeah, pot is too powerful thing in your life. You're letting it overtake you.
The older you get, man, the more wisdom you get. You're motivational. You're like a Dr. Drew yourself, man. You should have a...
Dr. Jew, how dare you?
You should have Dr.
All right, I have a big
Well,
nose,
let's
but...
see if it works, Pete. Go
I'm a
away
Dr.
for
Jew.
a month and see if you come back any better.
All right,
Howard's been like a father to me over these years.
Well, he's failing as a father
Maybe that's
because
why
of
you're
you.
high at home with no work.
He's a terrible father.
Then you got the wrong father.
Yeah, you have to reassess, Pete.
I mean, please, Pete, don't belittle yourself by not taking your job seriously. In other words, you're making fun of your job when you're showing up high and not motivated. You should be proud to be a waiter. There's nothing, in
It's
Europe...
a great job.
It's not my passion, though, Howard.
Make it your passion.
Well, what's your passion?
My passion is talk radio.
No. No, it isn't.
It's listening to talk.
You're a waiter. And there's nothing, right now you're a waiter. When you get the job on talk radio, that'll be something. But not now.
Right.
And you need to stop smoking pot during the week.
No, you're right about this.
You got
Have
to do
you
it.
heard of 100%?
100%.
He's heard of it. But he's got to now devote his life to it. You have to be the best at what you do.
Can you give it 100%, Pete?
No, I can't. If you want honesty, I would love to do it, Howard.
Pete, I go to a restaurant. It's called 𝗛cie𝗄𝗿𝗍 here in Manhattan. The waiter walks over. He's got the whole menu memorized. And he goes, "Hello, Mr. Stern." He's like this. He's an Italian guy.
Hello.
Today's specials we have. And then he goes, and now I'm going to tell you the fish. And then I tell you the pasta. Then this guy takes such pride in his work. I go, this guy's at the top of his game. It doesn't matter. You talk about talk radio? He's doing talk radio right there.
The hardest part of his day is getting that accent right.
Well, he is terrific. There's nothing wrong with being a great waiter.
You know, people think probably think you're sort of joking around.
I'm not joking around.
There's so many assholes that you run into. Like I go shopping a lot, and all these fucking people behind the register are on their phones or fucking half asleep. You just want to smack them. Go, what the fuck are you doing?
If you want to know something, you're absolutely right. I go to these stores, and I see people working behind the cash register. Most of them are
They don't
vomits.
even want to look at you.
They're vomits. The other day, I was in the Barnes & Noble. A young black woman standing behind the thing, and she says, "Oh, hello," a big smile, takes the money, "Have a good day," she says to me, "and how can I help you?" I said, I know that this girl
is going somewhere.
Even if she just stays at Barnes & Noble, they will put her in charge, and she will make more money than the rest of these nitwits.
And she's black.
And you respect somebody like that.
And she happens to be a lovely girl.
Or not.
And she is going to go places. It will be recognized because people who run businesses are only looking for somebody who's got half a brain in their head.
And won't destroy the customers.
All right, Howard. What do you think about a guy like this who has, a lot of ideas? He definitely is a unique person with a creativity, but doesn't have the structure or the organization or the willpower to put it together and make it useful.
That's a very good question.
Are you talking about me again?
Yeah, well, that is loser thinking.
Yes.
There are a ton of guys out there. They got a million ideas. They're all full of horseshit. Their ideas are never going to happen. What you got to do is devote yourself to what it is you're doing right now. You see, life is simple. The guys who walk around with a million ideas in their head, and their whole lives, they spend their time going, oh, I could be great at this. I could be great at that. I could be great at that. Be great at what you're doing. Forget about everything else. Be the greatest waiter you can be. And then you will see. Life will start to unfold.
You're right.
It's nonsense.
Are
thinking.
you going to investigate this, Pete, or are you just going to say, I'm still going to do it my way?
No, I'm going to put effort. I'm going to.
It's the Ralph Crandon situation. It's syndrome.
Yeah, you're right.
Idea.
Of course I'm right.
No, everybody wants.
Because you're thinking too. Your mind's all over the place. You're scattered.
I feel I deserve to be rich, Howard.
Okay. Well, never think that way. And I'll tell you why. That's another loserish kind of thing. Anybody who thinks they deserve to be rich will never be rich.
Except the people who are born that way.
Well, that's a different story. Pete wasn't lucky enough. What you got to do is never even think about being rich. Think about work and devoting yourself to it. The simplest job.
Wait, that's bullshit, Howard.
I don't care if you wash toilets. Be the best toilet washer, and you'll see it will become your way.
Can you do anything excellently?
It will
Howard,
it will become your way of doing things, and then no matter what you do, you'll be great at, and you won't be scattered.
Pete, can you do anything excellently?
I can do many great things, Rob, and
No. Anything that you've actually been able to do, have you done it well?
Have I been like you? No. Have I been like Howard?
Pete, listen to me.
Don't get
Listen to me.
defensive.
I am defensive because
No.
Howard was a guy like me. I mean, he was more successful, but
No, he wasn't. He started out with nothing.
He was nothing like you.
no, he was.
No, he wasn't.
Because he's talking about don't worry about being rich, but
That's right.
You
I
had
never did.
Howard.
Let me tell you something. I got into radio.
Who thought about being rich?
I thought about being on the radio. And I worked with a lot of guys like you. When I was in college radio, none of us had jobs. We all had dreams of being on the radio. And really, it was a pipe dream. I was horrible at it. I never walked around saying I'm the best. I said I'm horrible at it. I got to get better. And the guys I work with, each one was worse than me. And they would sit there and go, you know what, man? I'm going in radio, and I'm going in big markets. I'm not wasting my time like you working in a small market. And they all were grandiose in their thinking. They all are horrible on the air. No one was looking for them. And rather than put in the time and the hard work to become good on the radio, they all were taking shortcuts. They all had pipe dreams. Me, this is what I did. I said, I'm shit. I've got nothing going on. I'm no one in this industry.
Let me work at it.
I'm going to see if some maniac will put me on the air, and I will follow his rules and regulations. I will train myself to be an announcer first before I get on there and try to be funny. I never thought I'd be anything in radio. I just did the best job I could, and I was making $96 a week. Did I sit there and cry that I was making $96 a week? I said, thank God there's a job where they only pay $96 a week. Who's going to hire me for more money? I'm not even worth $96 a week. This is highway robbery, what I'm doing.
you were living your dream.
No, I was living a nightmare. But I worked at whatever I did. You know, I was a camp counselor. They gave me commendation after commendation. They never had such a great camp counselor. A guy named 𝗲𝗿𝗍𝗿𝗱 will tell you. He said to me, I've never had anyone like you.
Call Sherwin.
You're not interested in being best friends with the kids. You actually run a really good...
do the job.
You do the job. You're not...
You know how you get a commendation by just doing the job. Most people won't even do the job.
That's right. And you're not hearing me, Pete.
I'm hearing you.
No, you're not. You won't follow my advice, but I just gave you the secret to success.
No, you have.
I have. But very few people understand
But you
it.
need to practice even at home, Pete. You need to, even when you're cleaning the bathroom, you need to clean it immaculately and be hard on yourself.
No.
Yes, now
No, I
it
disagree
is
with you.
Clean.
I disagree with you.
I'm completely confused.
Unless you're getting paid, you don't have to be good at anything.
Oh, stop it. No,
I'm
he
being
needs
serious.
to practice being good at
No.
something, anything, Howard.
Just
Trust me.
So-
I'm a big pig at home.
Before you go
As
to
a
your waiter job, clean the shitter.
As a
He
waiter,
needs to clean the bathroom
no,
and clean
that's a
it
waste
well.
of time.
No, it isn't.
Let your mother do that.
His mother's dead. See?
Well, bring her back.
Father.
Well, then his father do it.
Pete wants all the glory without the work.
Everything you do, you should do well.
Pete?
Whether you're paid or not.
Pete, just listen to me. I told you what you need to do. Now go do it. I gotta run.
Thanks, Howard.
Thank you.
He's never done anything to completion.
Thank you, Pete.
Thank you, Father.
Right.
Oh, God. Your son is in bad shape.
So, Gary, Pittsburgh Pete, started with Artie months ago. Why has he moved on to you think?
I don't know. I mean, he just moves around to whoever. He sort of got under my skin a little bit.
What do you think his problem is?
Well, I think he stated his problem pretty clearly today. His best year is $5,000. He lives at home. He sleeps in the twin bed that he grew up in, and he's just having some issues. And he's all bummed out that his mom passed away, and I feel bad about that. But listen, we've all had losses in our lives, and you got to move on.
Now, what do you think about him saying that Will's the top producer?
He's just trying to get under my skin.
He's just trying to say...
it's what his problem is I think he suffers from something that I think a lot of people suffer from. That he's I get interns that come in here, and they don't want to be interns. They want to be the producer. Why should they bother doing it at that low work? And that's what Pittsburgh Pete sounds like. He's like, well, I want to be famous. I want to be good. I want to be special, but he doesn't want to do anything to get there.
By the way, a lot of people pointed out what an asshole Scott DePace was yesterday when he was arguing about the AIG controversy and the bailout and bonuses thing. He was saying that the AIG guys should get their bonuses. And he says, you know, it's funny. Scott DePace used the argument. By the way, 100 people wrote this, and I missed it yesterday. Scott DePace, while discussing the AIG bailout bonuses, Scott goes, the executives should get their bonuses because it was written for in a legal contract. And then he said that the contractually and legally agreed to terms between the car companies and unions should be dissolved. He contradicts himself.
Right.
He says, like most Republicans, he's only
like
for
unions.
the executives.
Yeah, he doesn't
He's
like
not for the
unions.
working man.
So the union contract should be thrown out and disregarded.
But these contracts should be honored.
Yeah. And also about the dog advice, I received a email from Sam Simon, who works with animals, and said I was 100% correct that you should never hit your dog. He said, as one of the nation's largest providers of free certified assistance dogs for the deaf, I must comment on your theories of dog training. Howard, you are unequivocally 100% correct. Hitting your dog accomplishes nothing. And the methods you described are the ones my trainers use for dogs that achieve the most elite level of training. Furthermore, I wonder why someone like Scott DePace would even get a dog. It appears that DePace, like his right-wing politics, is cruel and without empathy or compassion. I've heard that even Hitler was nice to his dog. Sadly, the same cannot be said of Scott DePace.
Yes, DePace said on the wrap-up show he would continue doing whatever he described here yesterday, and then in about a month it would work.
Yeah, and even like Jason said to me, isn't that a sign of low intelligence that, you know, you gave him some really good advice, he asked for advice, and then he just can't absorb it. He can't. The Sam Simon Foundation will be happy to rescue Scott DePace's dog and find it a loving forever home.
Oh.
Where they don't hit.
Yeah, where they don't hit. Hitting a dog, right, Fred? You've got dogs.
No, dude, you just don't do that. It's like, you know, it just makes them crazy, and it doesn't change the behavior. It just makes them afraid of you.
Right. Scott, you were busted by the audience. What is your argument on this AIG thing? Forget the dog. You respect the contracts of the executives, but you don't respect union contracts.
They're not comparable.
Why?
But, well, in the case of the car companies, my argument is that the unions are largely at fault for causing the company to fail.
That's
the
not
AIG.
true.
Hold on, that's my argument. The AIG contracts have nothing to do with AIG failing.
Well, you could blame the executives for not getting the job done properly.
It does
No, but these bonuses. Did you read the op-ed that I sent you?
Yes, I did.
And what did you think of that?
There are some executives who had nothing to do with the failing of AIG, and they were promised bonuses, and now they're not getting them, and they're upset about it.
So the guy's working for nothing.
I understand that. But for the most part, you understand, in the one breath you say you have to honor contracts at AIG, but you're saying you don't have to honor union contracts.
No,
You
I'm
can't
not
have it
saying
both
that.
ways.
I'm saying
That's
that
what
if
you
we're
said.
going to dump money into a company to make it work, you need to make sure that it's going to work from the start, or else you don't do it.
And secondly,
and in the case of the contracts, the union contracts, from what I hear, it costs $75 an hour for an American car company to make.
I've heard that figure is misleading.
And it's
by the way.
$45 for the foreign cars. You can't compete like that.
And secondly, Sam Simon says what you're doing is wrong. Every expert that
Tell Sam to go sit back on his mansion and just...
Every expert that is employed by the Sam Simon Foundation, and there's many, all are dog trainers, agree with me.
Have you ever spoken to a dog trainer?
I could care less, Fred. I've had dogs my whole
life. Don't ask me again for advice. Don't ask me again for advice and then ignore it.
Well, just because I got your advice doesn't mean I have to take it as gospel.
Think you should be hitting your dog?
I don't. It's not like the dog yelps when I hit her.
Oh, come on. You
it's
know
a,
you
it's
hit
a
her
tap
hard.
on the ass, and she knows
Bullshit.
she did
And
wrong.
a tap on the ass isn't going to teach her anything.
Yes, it is.
No, it's
and
not.
then I throw her outside.
Not only
It'll
that,
work.
she's not doesn't even understand why you're doing it.
She does.
No.
She goes on. All right, then why yell? What's the difference? Does a lion tamer not use a whip? What do you want him to just talk to the lion?
He's a fucking lion.
Well, what's the difference?
Lions eat people. Dogs are loyal pack animals.
What's the difference between a lion and a dog?
Does a horse use a whip?
I saw the most.
I mean,
if you are not a dog lover after this, there is a video going around on the internet. Kid Chris sent it to me. I should send it to you guys.
Yeah.
Picture this. A dog is it's a like a homeless dog or so, or a dog that's lost, walking on a busy highway, four lanes. The dog gets hit by a car.
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah. Miraculously, I mean, it looks like the dog's dead. It's laying there in the middle, and all the cars are just going and going and going. No one's stopping. Another dog sees this, runs out to help the dog, and she wants to drag the dog to the side of the road to help the dog. It doesn't use its mouth because she knows the mouth would hurt the dog. Pushes with her paws to move this dog, and this is a big dog. Pushes the dog to the other side of the street. Finally, people start to notice, and they stop cars, and they try to help the dog move the dog. And it turns out both dogs are fine, and even the one that got hit is perfectly fine. Minor injuries.
Wow.
But imagine this dog is so loyal to another dog, and it tried to move the dog to safety. I mean, that's the most moving thing I ever heard. Yeah. You're never going to find. You're going to compare a dog to a fucking tiger?
No, I'm just saying that they're animals. At the end of the day, they're animals, and they understand.
Do you need to mistreat them? Because
I'm not mistreating. I'm loving that dog. I'm telling that dog how she's going to do well in my family.
Tell her, don't hit her.
Yeah, she doesn't speak.
You can tell her. She does. They understand. They understand. What do you got, a lab?
Yeah.
A lab is as bright as a 3-year-old and can understand a vocabulary.
Actually, I think the lab might be smarter than you.
Yeah.
Fred, you know what? I question your intelligence sometimes too, pal.
Oh, come on. Fred's intelligence?
Yeah.
You think you're smarter than Fred?
Bring it on, dude.
Sure, let's take an IQ test.
Bring it on.
Let's take
No
an
way
IQ
you'll
test.
beat Fred.
I think I might. I think Fred has a great memory. But that's about it.
No, it's more than memory. The guy's got basic intelligence.
Listen, don't attack me. I'm quite intelligent.
It was a joke. It wasn't an attack.
You're also
Fred, should I hit you with a newspaper to see that you understand it?
What do you want to go up against Fred and name the subject? Name it.
No, an IQ test will be fair.
IQ test?
Sure.
He'll beat you. My money's on him.
Well, let's see.
Scott, I think you're a bright guy, but you're not smart.
Let's bring it on.
Fred, you think you'll beat him in an IQ test? Any chance I could lose money here?
I'm not going to take it.
You won't?
No, because I don't like IQ tests.
You don't want to know.
Yeah, what was an IQ test for someone of our age? What does that consist of? Logic questions, like basic?
Yeah, logic, command of language, patterns, spatial.
Right.
Hey, listen.
Memory?
Let me tell you something.
Anyway, my dog loves
Fred. I'll tell you why Fred's smarter than you. Number one, you see him on this Win Fred's Money. The guy knows tons of shit.
It's
He's got great memory. Awesome.
More than memory.
Yeah, but that's knowledge.
He's got knowledge.
I'm not saying he's stupid. I'm just saying I am not.
He plays an instrument. That shows me a high mathematical ability.
I was great in math.
Yeah, but can you play guitar?
No, I've never bothered. No.
Yeah, he's got a basic curiosity.
Can he play golf? Can he play golf?
Can he play golf?
Any idiot can play golf.
Oh, my goodness.
Go ahead, let's see what brilliant Gary has
He
to say.
doesn't play music because he thinks it's stupid. He said as much. He thinks it's
a waste of time.
What do you mean? What did he tell you? What do you mean it's a waste of time? What did you talk about?
He thinks that to send your kid to take music lessons when you know that they're not going to be great at it is a complete waste of time.
Then why?
Gary cannot even say what.
But then why golf if you're never going to be genius?
Said. It's not what I said.
What'd you say?
I said that I would not be one to if my child wanted to go to a college that it was all about music. I wouldn't support that.
You didn't say
Because
college. You said you wouldn't let your kid take lessons even as a grammar school kid.
no, I wouldn't.
Yes, you
I
did.
just
You
said
said
that I
from the
would.
office.
I do not want to support. This thinking that you're going to get rich through music because I realize what
if you destroy playing music?
Yeah, to have fun. That's one thing.
Yeah.
Start taking it serious.
There's been seriously. There's been studies that have been done that prove when kids take music courses and play music, it improves the right side of the brain, which is the math section, the language section.
Listen, you
it
guys
makes them better students.
Go back and look at that refrigerator back there in the kitchen and see the thousands of CDs that are sitting there that people put their life and heart into, and they get nothing out of it.
You really sound like a McCarthy era, like fucking.
He's not. Here's the thing. He's not being honest because he's saying this was about going to college. That I understand.
Right.
We had a long conversation in front of the entire office. Everyone will back me up. That if your son wanted to play an instrument, it would be okay, but you would not push your child to play an instrument now because you think that it's a dead end and that they're not going to learn anything
Understand
from
the
it.
difference. If he came to me and said he wanted to play, I'd say sure, go ahead, that's fine. But I'm not going to sit there and go, you need to take guitar lessons because that's the way to the future.
No, but you might say
something.
that's
You're
not the
100, I'm going to
reason
tell you why
do
you're
it.
100% wrong. My father, in fact, forced me to take piano. He didn't force me, but he said, look, I really think you should take piano. He didn't think I was going to be the next Beatles, but he said, you know, gee, in my life, I always wished I knew an instrument.
Me too, man.
And I always wished that...
Well, I don't. Understand these are your opinions.
But
That's
listen,
because you have no imagination.
Knowing how to play an instrument is so much fun in life that you bond with other people through it.
I'm envious.
It's a language. It's like learning Spanish or learning something. It's something that
But
brings
you never learned
closer to...
sports. Isn't that aren't you missing there?
Yes, I am, and I wish I had.
Scott,
That's what I'm telling you. I wasn't going to be Babe Ruth, but the fact is, I wish I had been more active in my earlier life. I have a big regret about that.
And what do you think is more important, sports or music?
Both.
Yeah, but Scott, playing piano or guitar, you could do when you're 80 years old.
You don't have to choose one or the other. It's called an enrichment in life. Why read a book?
But he feels like
why play golf? Why?
Because it's fun. I do it for fun. I would never sit there and quit my job thinking I'm going to join the pro tour.
Do you want your kid to read literature?
Sure.
Why? He's not going to be an author.
Right. Because come on. That's
what do you
ridiculous.
mean?
Don't you think it's a quantum leap to say that because you encourage your son to take an instrument, that in 15 years he's going to throw his life away trying to follow that dream? You're just letting him play music, have fun. It opens up a whole world.
I am saying there are many other things I would choose over music that I would encourage him to do.
See, this is
That's
where
at the bottom of my list.
This is where behind his back. This is where behind his back we have the conversation like maybe he's not that bright.
No, but Scott, you sound like you're anti-creativity.
Because this guy
Right.
He is anti-creativity.
Let me tell you something. I'll tell you why you're not bright. I'll tell you why you're not bright, and here's the reason.
Do I have to sit here and listen to this?
People who are cavemen
Because I'm so smart,
beat
I should
animals
listen to
into
this.
submission. I don't need to beat anything. I don't need to hit my kid. I don't need to hit my dog. I can look at a dog and reason with a dog. That's how bright I am. See? You, on the other hand, are like a caveman. You say, I get frustrated, I'll hit the dog.
Look, I have
that's the
had
difference in
dogs
intelligence.
my whole life, a lot
Doesn't
more than
matter
you
that you've
ever
had
have.
and you've done the
and
wrong
it's
thing.
always been right. It's always
you.
been perfect. I've always had a great dog.
And
So how come it's not
There's a
working
proven
now?
track record, and I'm going to continue because I haven't been doing it too long. My wife made me do this stupid squirt bottle crap and listening to guys like you. So my way will work. Don't worry about it.
It won't.
It will.
Trust me, that dog can be eating your pot roast when your back is turned.
Yeah.
That dog's not loyal to you.
So I should listen to Howard and go, no, or whatever the hell it was. That was his advice.
That's a step in the right direction.
All right.
Any dog expert will back him up. No dog expert
I don't
backs
need
you
a
up.
dog expert.
Scott, when I was a kid, my father, we literally spent hours hitting grounders and everything.
Yeah.
And I had so much fun, but I really wish half of that time was spent on learning an instrument.
Great. And what would they have done for you? I don't get it.
What do you mean, what would it have done?
You know what? It's fun. It's like your golf. It's fun.
I'll tell you what, in the professional now.
I don't say you shouldn't. I don't say you shouldn't. I'm telling you my opinion about my son. So I'm not going to push him towards
music. You're going to deny him fun.
I will push him towards golf.
Music is a very important part of life.
I agree.
And
I don't.
For a child to have an understanding of music theory is an advanced child. And you're giving them something. It's like swimming. You're giving them something
don't
that's...
see it. Can you explain that? Music theory, why?
Because you're a bore. This is one of man's greatest inventions, music. It soothes the soul.
Yeah.
It's educational.
Have you ever played an instrument, Scott?
When you play an instrument...
I took 2 drum lessons and quit.
When you play an instrument with other people...
comment.
When you play an instrument with other...
Fine. Have you ever...
When you see these musicians
Howard's never played golf. He can't comment on golf.
When you see but that's something I should learn about. There's a lot of things to learn about. You got to prioritize.
Yeah.
And your priorities are out of order.
Oh, according
Golf
to
is
you,
not more
Mr.
important
Expert,
than music.
you're going to list my priorities?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
No, because you're not advanced. You're a very, very simple human being.
You teach
don't
your son to be
understand-
closed-minded in that area. That's horrible.
You're
realize
way
how
off.
wrong you are. These are opinions of yours.
No, I don't realize how wrong I am. I'm trying to help you now because you're not as advanced as I am. I'm very, very bright. I'm considered a genius in a lot of areas. So why would you assume
I'll
you
take
know
an
what
IQ
you're
test against you,
Why
too.
would you assume you know more than I do?
Why would you assume you know more than I do?
Because I'm a genius.
Well, I am the genius, too.
No, you're not. You've not excelled in anything.
Okay, Howard.
You haven't.
So
I
because
have.
You've
So you
excelled
have
in
to-
one area. I agree. You've excelled in radio.
Well, how many areas have you excelled? How many areas have you excelled in?
Oh, man, I don't know.
So don't belittle
That's
my
ridiculous.
genius. So assume
So
that you're at the feet of a master now.
You're a genius.
And you're learning from
in
me.
radio.
No, I'm a genius.
Not life.
They don't just say you're just a genius in radio. I'm a genius. They didn't walk around. Einstein's a genius only in math. He's a genius. When you're a genius, it's like being a doctor. You're a doctor, you're a doctor. You're a genius, you're a genius. I'm a genius. Not many people are. I happen to be a genius.
Who in this room
That's
do you
it.
think you're smarter than? Listed.
Everyone.
I think he thinks he's smarter than he's like.
You think you're smarter than everyone in there?
Sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
Listen, I don't think you're stupid. I mean, I'm just saying.
I'm done trying to help you. I'm done trying to help you.
That's ridiculous.
Scott, I'm done
I
trying.
certainly am smart. Benji might be up
Scott,
there.
I'm done trying to help you. I'm officially announcing now. Others can help you if they want to.
All right, good.
Dude,
I don't need any help. I don't want any help.
It's a lost cause.
That's
How
the
many
point.
people would love to have an audience with me where I concentrate on their problems and their areas where they need improvement? Many.
Well,
And I've given this to you, but this gift is no longer available to you. I tried.
You're on your own
I can
now.
help you, though, if you'd like.
That's okay. I don't need it. I'm evolved.
You're
You can leave.
evolved.
Thank you. All right.
I mean, if your son came to you
I
and
think
said,
the
I
only
want
way
to
he's
play
going to
the
help you
guitar,
is if he removes half your brain. That's
We're
how he
done.
can help.
all
you.
right,
It's done.
okay.
I mean,
I just if your son wants to play the guitar, you're not gonna say that's great. you
I
know?
said sure. I'll sign him up tomorrow for lessons. That's not the point.
All right, thank
the
you.
point was, am I going to
Thank
say
you.
need to go play guitar to be a better person? No, that's not going to come from me.
No, you don't
no
say
one's
to be a
gonna say
better
that.
That's what
person.
this is all about.
No, you're saying you're planning on giving your son life lessons and advice.
Yes.
One of the things you should offer to him is music lessons because it's important. You know,
I don't see
understanding music. I'll give you an example why music theory is important. My dad, it was the reason he was hung up on it. My dad decided to become a recording engineer. And as a recording engineer, he worked on many commercials. His partner, who had a musical background and could play piano and sing, actually, he became a very valuable recording engineer because whoever came in wanted a guy. They wanted to work with a fellow musician. He understood music and how to cut on the beat and all this stuff. It made him a better engineer.
All right.
My father said, if I had this piece of education, if I had had this information, not that he was in music, but understanding music theory would have given him the language to be a better recording engineer. And
could
so he
say that for
recognized,
everything.
well, of course. That's why my daughter's fluent in Spanish. Now, when she went out to look for work, her job now, they pay her more money because she knows Spanish. She's invaluable to them. She's interpreting
I agree.
every
Spanish
20
is great.
seconds. Only
I agree with
because
that one.
she's a good kid. There's a lot of good kids out there, but she's got a skill. So what you try to do is, as a parent, to take the skills that are golf's a skill too, and it's
Right.
good for business. You go
Great
out on the
for
golf
business.
course.
I would
your
argue
buddies,
better for business than
There's
music
something
is.
very important about an athletic background, but even more important is to give them the language of music and theory. Not that they're going to become the Beatles. Maybe they will. That's wonderful.
And
you
see,
know,
that's what I don't want.
I'll tell you my frustration.
You don't want you to become the Beatles?
I don't
When
want
I
them to
said-
think that they're going to be the Beatles and
No.
then
He
waste
doesn't want
their
them to
life,
think is what
waste their
That's
education, waste their
delusional.
time.
That's delusional.
No, that's what happens.
No,
how
it
many
doesn't.
again? How
Listen,
many records
I'll
back
give you an
there?
example.
All those guys, I guarantee you, they don't have
The
normal jobs.
late,
And if they do,
great
they're
Sam
horrible.
Kinison used to do this show. And Sam would come in, and Sam was a pretty good guitar player. Now, Sam is a stand-up comic. He would dabble in guitar. And there was nothing cooler when Sam would come in. He said to me, hey, why don't you go up on stage with me? Well, we'll jam. Now, I can play basic guitar. I'm not any good. I wasn't as good as like Sam was. But I could get up and jam with him in this language. And it was terrific. And, you know, even from, you want your sons to get laid.
Howard,
girls melt. When Fred, who is a complete, almost a sociopath, and not even able to communicate with human beings.
If that's what's going to make a girl
would
melt,
sit down and play. He would sit down and play. He would sit down and play guitar. I saw beautiful women melt at his feet.
It's ridiculous.
This is a man who has tremendous problems.
So there you go.
And you're saying
your hero, Richard Nixon, played brilliant piano before he trashed the country.
He's not my hero. Reagan's my hero.
Like, as a comedian, I would love to be able to write a funny song on guitar.
He was a genius.
That's the point. And, you know, even you're a director.
Howard, you're biased.
You're a director.
You're biased. You're an entertainer.
No, well,
and
listen,
that's why
you're in
think it's
show
all
business.
about-
You're a director. If you understood music and music theory, when we have musicians in here, you'd be able to have a certain understanding of what you should be even filming.
I agree. I agree for that one little part. Yeah.
It's a very important part of life.
You know what? I'll use, DePace's argument against him. Why did you invent the video caddy? Do you think the world was really waiting for another piece of useless junk?
Yeah, that's a good point.
See, that's just it. There's a perfect example that you don't play golf, so you don't understand how important a device like
I
that
can go down to
be.
the U.S. Patent Office. I can find thousands, millions of patents of useless inventions. So were those people stupid, too, to try and follow a dream?
They wasted their time.
No, that's ridiculous. Well,
I'm using your argument with why you're against music.
No, it's not a good point. You guys are all biased because you guys are entertainers. Of course, you like to play music.
But you're not an inventor, so why invent?
But I don't. I haven't put my life savings or my every minute
Was your
of my
brother in a
day.
band? Is this what this is about?
There's part of that.
Did your brother have a band? And did it fail?
Oh, was he jealous?
Yeah, but it was just no, nothing to do with jealousy.
Was he jealous?
Yeah. I have a sister and a brother, very musically talented. It got them both nowhere. I know that for a fact.
But what about the satisfaction of knowing how to play?
Well, what about the satisfaction of knowing how to, I don't know,
That's
build
important, too.
a house out of cards?
That's
What's
important
the
too.
difference?
I got there's a huge difference between a house of cards and learning to play music. It's a language.
That statement makes you sound dumb.
All right, I can hit a golf ball straight. What about that?
You think playing a house of cards is as important as music?
No, Howard.
Listen. You know what? I told you I'm a genius. I can't waste my time with you.
You should learn how to play golf because you don't understand.
Robin's right. Why is this continuing? Even Robin is saying.
Shake your head, Robin. Go ahead.
I didn't.
Robin, who learns a useless thing every other day. Horseback riding and car racing. What else you got?
Say a word during this entire.
No, she didn't.
Stupid.
So why attack her?
Why are you attacking Robin?
Because I look at her with that face, and she's back and forth with her head.
You don't know what my face meant. Why are you interpreting
I can read it.
All right, listen.
That was his face reading course that he never took.
You have stolen 10 minutes of our life.
Yes.
Oh, wait. This is Cookie on the phone. This is Scott's dog. Cookie, go
Finally,
ahead.
an intelligent conversation.
See?
Are you mad? Are you mad at Scott?
Don't bark, Cookie. Shh. Shut up. No.
Dog's saying it hates you.
Actually,
Say it like
Scott
this,
is probably
Scott,
a
go.
meth.
Let me talk to Cookie. Cookie. No.
See,
she shut right up.
Scott is actually a math genius. You ran a cocaine ring, I think, for a while, right?
Yeah, a cocaine ring, Artie. Yeah, that's what it was.
Oh, that's right. He isn't more intelligent than
Cookie.
I couldn't do that.
Cookie, bark twice if you want me to rescue you and send you to Sam Simons.
I've seen Sam's place in Malibu that he built for dogs.
Can I have one?
A lot of humans would love it.
Go ahead, Fred. Talk to Cookie.
Cookie, bark twice if you think the video caddy is the most useless invention you've ever seen.
Cookie, bark twice if you think a career in music is horrible.
Oh, that dog hates you.
I told you the dog was smart.
Cookie, are you embarrassed that your name is Cookie? Bark twice if you are. Yes. Wouldn't you like a more masculine name? Bark twice if you say yes. Yeah.
My son named her.
Hey, Cookie, when I say the name Scott, what do you think? There you go. All right.
All I can say is thank God Scott wasn't Sebastian Bach's father.
Hey, Cookie, bark twice if you want me to hit Scott with a newspaper every time he does something wrong. All right. Very good, Cookie. Thank you.
Cookie, I'll see you later.
That's Cookie the dog. All right. We'll be back right after these words. Thank you, Scott. Yeah.
I am not going to be the one going, hey, you have to take this music class. That's all I'm saying. If he says, Dad, I want to take a music class, Dad, I want to learn guitar, I said, great. Where do we sign you up? Let's go figure it out, and I would do that.
What if you wanted to play the flute? What if he came to you and said, Dad, I want to play the flute?
That would be something
I'm just asking a question. That's what brass instrument they offer usually 3rd or 4th grade.
It's fine.
Oh, okay.
It's
Just
fine.
checking.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not so bad.
It's all my point is if my son says, I want to go to college to learn music, I'm going to say, you know what? You're going to have to find out how to pay for that one yourself. I only met her 15 years ago.
But you'll pay for college if you want to go for, say, politics or
Absolutely.
history.
Any of the business, history, no. That's another no-no.
What else is useless?
English, probably not, because the only thing you're going to get there is probably English maybe, but most of English jobs, I guess you would end up being like a teacher or something.
Generic art, liberal arts degree?
You can use English for anything.
I wouldn't pay a lot of
You
money.
can use history for anything. You can use anything for anything.
No,
in fact, most people
are-
who go to law school are political science majors, English majors, history majors.
Exactly.
Right.
I wouldn't pay for law school. Because that's a whole nother. No.
Why not? That's a great living, man.
I have 2 male boys.
So you don't let them if they wanted to be, if they were like, hey, Dad, I love hair, I love the art of hairdressing, that's what I want to pursue.
No, thanks.
Art major.
They could, I'm sure that degree probably
Podiatry? Is that okay?
Podiatry? Sure.
Art major.
Art major? No. Why
Cases
would you
major.
learn something that you're not going to use at your job?
This is what my mother said. She goes, what are you going to do? Go work at a history firm? What are you going to do when you get out of college? You're going to go get a big job at the history? Let me tell you something.
There are some jobs with history, but not many.
No, but you're thinking too. See, this is you thinking too literally. You don't necessarily take your history degree and go become a curator at a museum. You use your intelligence and you can take it further. You can do anything you want with the history.
So you're
major.
saying in this job, which is a communications job, you don't use any of your communication skills you use to college? What if you had only taken history and then ended up in this job? Wouldn't you then be worse off at this job?
Well, I can't possibly answer that.
Well, I think I can. Yeah, of course. Of course you would. And if not, then your communication degree is worthless.
It's not just history. You learn analytical thinking. You learn how to interpret facts, how to research, how to read.
That's like me learning the golf program and deciding to be a musician.
No! No!
No! I'm sorry.
You said building a house of cards.
It's just, but I obviously was trying to.
Right, okay, well, that's what I said.
It's a bad example. But the point is.
Horrible example. Tim's going to faint.
I know people in LA who moved to Los
woozy.
Angeles to go to guitar school.
Yeah.
Fucking what a waste of time. They would sit there and fucking play and they had a stage presence class.
Why is it a waste of time? Because they don't make a career out of it?
Yeah, right. It's a great hobby to have.
This was their college. This was what they were 22. This was what they were going to do as a career. Look, if my kid says, hey, Dad, I really want to play guitar, I'm going to say, let's go buy you one right now. Absolutely. But if it's up to me to go, hey, Kyle, you're not interested in music yet. Come on, I want you to start taking classes.
What if he does that? What if he has some aptitude and wants to pursue it? What are you going to do? Like, at what point do you kill the dream?
At the point where it starts getting in the way of what he needs for the rest of his life, his education. When he says to me, I want to go to a music college, I go, work with it. Find your own way. I'm not paying for it.
Oh, that is so. Who are you, Bing Crosby, for Christ's sakes?
The point is, I would not support paying for something that I didn't feel was a smart decision.
You're gonna let
you're not going to let any of your past influences affect what your daughter might want to do. If she says, I want to go, Dad, I want to put everything I've got into making a new type of a Barbie doll.
Are you going to say, okay, let's go ahead?
I wouldn't do it blindly, but if she was good at it and she had the skills, and I would loan her the money to do it. I wouldn't give it to her, but I'd loan it to her.
What if when Duke turns 18? Duke, your young son Duke turns 18.
Kyle.
Who's Duke?
Duke's the dog who died.
His late dog.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
All right. On Monday's wrap-up show, we were talking about Tim and his stupid fucking diet and how he's not our friend anymore, man. He's gone. He left the world. He's somewhere else. Me and Richard decided he's gone. Check it out.
Do you think Gary was out of place asking you what your first meal is going to be?
No, not at all. Because honestly, when he said that to me, I knew what he was saying, but I just couldn't figure out what I was going to eat. I really haven't given it much thought.
And that was more surprising to me than anything. Like, I would think at the end of this time, you go, okay, I can eat my first meal. Like, I know I'd be thinking, not like I'm going to have a steak, but I'll be okay. These are the parameters I've been given. I am dreaming of a salad with tomatoes and avocado.
Yeah, most people would be down at Del Frisco's, having a steak and, whatever. But it didn't really even dawn on me until you said that. I'm like, oh, yeah, I can do that now. But it's like,
now, is it going to go right through you, whatever you eat? Like, are you going to need to be near a toilet?
Yeah, are you going to be shitting actual lettuce leaves?
I don't know.
You might ought to just eat while you're on the toilet.
Yeah, let's go. We're Sharon Osbourne. Let's get something really going here.
Russell in Jersey, you're on the wrap-up show.
Yeah, hey guys, how are you? I just wanted to say, what do you guys think about Robin and this attitude about yelling at Gary? I mean, if anyone has a personality change on this starvation diet, it's Robin. I mean, wasn't that sort of bitchish? I mean, I'm all against harping on Gary at times, no offense there, but I think it was a little excessive. It's human nature. The guy hasn't eaten for 21 freaking days. What are you going to have?
See, again, Robin gets mad at me when I voice his opinion, but I think that if Tim succeeds, it validates Robin. If Tim fails, even though I think Robin went to Tim to try to do a good thing. I don't think Robin's like trying to recruit him into some goofy thing. I think she really wanted to help you. But if you fail, it does look bad for her.
Well, the thing is that I would talk to him because I was so amazed at Robin's weight loss. I was like, how did you do it? Because I've tried a bunch of other things and it really didn't work over the last year. And I'd lose a pound or two or whatever. And I went to the gym 3-4 times a week and all this kind of thing. And
are you going to the gym now?
I will start today.
So you haven't been going during the fast?
No, I didn't.
Why? Because you just don't think there's
I tried a couple of times and I got real, because I'd push it. I'd try to really crank it out.
And how much have you lost in the time?
Like almost 28 pounds, I think.
Good for you, man.
So thank you.
That's great.
So, but anyway, the thing was, I kept asking Robin about it, and she came up to me before she was going to start her fast, and she says, "Do you want to do it with me?" I'm like, I was to the point where I would have tried sniffing glue if that would have worked. You know, I didn't care. You know, but so I got onto it and learned about it and the process, and literally 2-3 days into it, I just felt so good that I didn't want to stop because I recognized just how bad I felt a couple of days prior.
See, the other thing, Tim, that gets people a little weirded out, which I don't even know if you realize you're doing this. When we let you start talking about it, you do start to sound like an infomercial because I think you're so excited about it. But that's where it gets into the weird thing.
You feel good, you know. I tell you, I just feel good because I couldn't bend over. My clothes didn't fit. I felt like a schlub, you know. And I just enough was enough, you know. It's like you get to a point in your life where you say, you know what. I'm tired of being a fat fuck. That's it. I'm done. Over.
I'm totally 3 pounds away from that.
Yeah. Well, no, you get to a point, and everybody does it on their own. You can't tell somebody whatever. And I was tired of all you guys busting my chops. You look like Rush Limbaugh or Howard's going, "Oh, you're fat," and this and that. And I thought, you know what? Enough's enough. I'm going to do something about it. And in my mind, the trigger finally tripped. And also, there's an opportunity for someone to teach me something. And if I would have did it for 3 days and didn't like it, I would have stopped. But you know what? I just felt so much better. I was so motivated by how I felt. And the cause and effect of this program, I need instant gratification. I stand in front of a microwave and yell, "Hurry up." You know, so I saw, pounds going off, like literally 5 pounds within the first, 2 days, 3 days.
What you're saying, Tim, is when you go downstairs at Christmas, you want to make sure the presents are.
That's right, too. I want that, too.
Tim, we've got somebody on the phone for you. Ronnie Munn, you're on the wrap-up show.
Oh, horseshit. What's your problem?
Congratulations, first of all, Tim, on your weight loss.
Yes, sir.
And congratulations for throwing all your friends away.
What do you mean, Ronnie?
Well, the guy. Ever since this guy went on this diet, I agree with Richard, man. He's like glazed over. We don't even know who he is anymore.
Well, you should be happy the fact that I'm trying to get healthy, so when we do go out, we can really ramp it up.
You're so done with us. We see it.
Stop.
Me and Richard, we talked about it this morning. You're done, man.
All right, we'll make a date.
Nah, we don't want any dates because you don't keep your dates. See, that's the whole thing.
We're complimenting you, Tim. You are such a fun guy to just go out with and go to a bar. But I understand you're getting healthy, and I would never want you to go off your diet just for us. But it is fun to hang out with you.
Yeah, we'll be there. Believe me,
Ronnie.
We'll have a front row seat.
Richard, he won't be there. Believe me.
Well, we'll be there.
I'm hoping. Yes.
When I tell you,
I'll make you a promise.
Ronnie, you think Tim's a different guy?
Definitely. He's definitely a different guy.
How so?
Dude, I'm telling you, man. He's different. He's totally different.
Well, Tim, here's a question for you, Tim. Is alcohol...
He doesn't want to hang out with his friends anymore.
Well, hold on a second, Ronnie.
Yes,
hold on a second, Ronnie. So, Tim, now you're back... to regular stuff. Is alcohol part of the process? Are you allowed to?
I'll have a few drinks here. I'm not. I don't drink a lot. I don't drink during the week, but on the weekends when I go out, I'm not.
So if Ronnie said to you when you're back on eating what you are now, if Ronnie said, "Let's go to Rick's tonight," because there shouldn't really be any food temptations there.
It doesn't. I'll eat. I just know more about food, and I understand it now, and I understand how I got to where I got because I was addicted to it, and now I'm not. I have more control. I just have more control.
Is there certain types of alcohol that you can have now, or do you have to be careful?
I prefer pure grain alcohol, and
you just start smoking pot.
Yeah.
Tim, will you eat salt?
Not really. No. I don't think. I never was a salt-free, fan either. I really wasn't. I really wasn't. I never really was.
So what did you put on your steak and fries?
Pepper. You can ask anybody here that's eaten with me.
No, it's true. Tim told me when he was a little kid, his mom said, "What would you rather, salt or pepper, if you'd only had one?"
Yeah, I had.
And he said pepper.
Yeah. So the salt thing isn't symptomatic of.
No, ask anybody here. I'm a pepperaholic. Yeah.
All right. All right. Thanks, Ron.
Yeah, make sure everybody listens to Tim on the radio tonight.
Thanks, Ronnie.
All right, let's go to Jerry on Long Island. Jerry, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, what's up, guys? How's everybody doing today?
Good.
What's up, Gary?
What's up, man?
Not much. Got the reason right over here why Robin's so pissed. It's definitely because the old saying, the truth hurts. you hit the nail on the head a couple of times in the past couple of shows, especially when you told her basically when she gets all defensive about when you guys are asking her questions and she plays like she like yeses you to death or I don't know anything or whatever. I think it all piles up and she's channeling her anger at the wrong way, definitely.
Well, if you're saying that I've called her out a couple of times, we all call each other out on everything. She calls me out, I call her out, Robin calls her out, Fred goes back and forth. I mean, nobody gets away with anything in this place.
That's right. No stones
I
unturned.
totally agree, 100%. I mean, I'm a hardcore listener. I agree. I'm just saying that there comes a time where I think she tries to play it off like it doesn't bother her, and I think certain things do bother her a little bit more so. And she's been on the show forever, but I think she tries to play it off like nothing bothers her. But then certain things like leak out, and she can't hide it so much. You know what I'm saying?
I think it bothers her that I goof on the diet. And I'm not doing it to hurt Robin. I'm just not a big believer in it. But Robin looks at me like I'm the one who doesn't understand, which is fine. She's got her opinion. Like, I don't see the light. And that's fine. I mean, clearly, my weight shows I don't see the light.
Well, you're a naysayer in a way.
Right. But it's okay to have it. Listen, everyone's got to have naysayers or else the world will just be too perfect.
Ronnie in the Bronx, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Ronnie.
All right, listen to me. Gary, you need to go on this diet because I get so disturbed watching Howard TV. You're so out of shape. You're repulsive.
True.
Instead of being against him and worrying about what he's going to eat, why don't you go on the same fucking thing?